Hello everyone, Arexumiro desu, and today we are continue playing Honkai Star Rail 4.0 main quest. So previously we already did and met a lot of people and did a lot of actual things. So in the previous playthrough we came to the school finding Petrova, who we successfully found, but Sparxie did her trick on us and also did her trick on Petrova, and Sparxie get the mask and basically started participating in Phantasmon games. After that, we switched to do the Fugue perspective, played from the Fugue side in order for Fugue to contact the Mafia in order to get one of the masks from them, and in that way trying to interfere with Blade's participation in Phantasmon games, which we again successfully get that mask. Everything is fine. However, Yao Guang decided that she wants Sunday to participate in the Phantasmon games, and basically without his permission, he just put mask on his face, resulting in that Sunday is now a participant on Phantasmon games. And now we are starting from the serial wolf perspective, and our first thing that we have to do now is to go and find Ashen Detective Agency. So basically I think this is going to be related to Ashvale, because, well, he's the only detective in Planarcadia as far as we know, at least for now in the story quest. Yeah, so this is where we are now, and so yeah, let's just jump directly into it. So for now we have to go and to speak with the Tanuki reporter, journalist, photographer, whatever he is named. I know that in English he is named Furbo, which is quite strange. I don't fully understand why the English translation just didn't use Tanuki as like it's his name, because like it is Tanuki, so why do you rename basically the species name into something else? It's like the same thing if you're going to call Kitsune Fox. Fox is not Kitsune. So like, well, but yeah, whatever. So anyway, now we are going to speak with our Kashang guy.
ねえ、ちょっと、そこのタヌキくん。品津探偵事務所って知らない？この辺りのはずなんだけど。
So in Japanese, the Ashen Detective Agency is for some reason called Shinazu Detective Agency. I think maybe we'll be explaining it later. But again, you know, the difference between the Japanese translation and the English translation, which is quite sometimes interesting in terms of that a lot of things are named differently, specifically in English, because Japanese is one that is just using the same, you know. The characters, Japanese are using Chinese characters, so they just adapting what is written in Japanese, what is written in Chinese and adapt them to Japanese. That's why quite a lot of things and quite a lot of names for different, you know, organizations and stuff like that in Japanese are different compared to the English ones. So yeah, anyway.
知らないだぬ。あ、でも、もしも目の前に1万信用ポイントが落ちてたとしたら、びっくりして思い出しちゃうかもしれないだよ。
たかだか道案内に1万信用ポイント？まあいっか。急ぎのようだしね。
Like, I don't know where the agency, but if, like, for some reason, 10,000, yeah, 10k points will just appear in front of me. I maybe will remember.
あらら、私の1万信用ポイントがどうしてかあなたの口座に移動しちゃったみたい。さ、これで思い出した。
太っ腹なお嬢様。お探しの事務所はこの上の階だぬ。あの探偵はうちのボスから場所を借りて事務所を開いてるんだよ。でもあいつ昼間は寝てばっかりだし、夜は事務所を閉めてるんだぬ。どうやって生活してるか誰も知らないだよ。まさか吸血鬼だぬ。
So basically Tanuki is saying that Ashwell, considering that he is basically working on the night and during the day he's sleeping, like, is he a vampire or something like that?
ろくに営業してないってこと？じゃあその探偵に会うにはどうすればいいの？
知らないだぬ。あ、でももしも目の前に5万信用ポイントが落ちてたら思い出せるかもしれないだよ。
Hey, Tanuki, you're just trying to get money from Cyril Wolf. Anyway, I'm sure that Cyril Wolf is not paying and she's like using some of your hacker things and stuff like that. But still, like now you want us to pay you 50,000?
己薄汚いタヌキ野郎め。よくもうちの顧客をはめようとしましたね。ぶん殴られたいのですか？
Oh, who it is?
さよならドロン。
Oh, what is this monkey doing here?
ごきげんよう。私は語り部。品津探偵事務所の受付兼かの探偵の助手を務めております。
Oh, so apparently Ashwell has a monkey as his basically everything in the agency. He's on the reception, he is helping, his secretary, like everything.
語り部？ペットにそんな名前をつけるなんてろくな人間じゃなさそうだけど。
そんな人物がこの上にいますよ。そうそう、先ほどのタヌキ野郎に金を騙し取られませんでしたか？
取られたよ。ざっと1万信用ポイントほど。
後を追って取り戻しましょうか。
Very interesting that, yeah, I just had to check how the monkey's name is in English just in order to be sure. So for some reason, monkey's name is narrator. Like, what the hell? Why narrator is named? Like, why the monkey is named narrator? What's happening here? What? Yeah, Planarcadia is very interesting
いや、
place.
その必要はないかな。よし、信用ポイントは戻ってきた。あいつの口座残高の 26.5 信用ポイントも一緒にね。
So as I was sure, Cheryl is not just going to give that Tanuki 10,000. And basically she's not only charged them back, she also took all of his money that he had on his account.
なかなかやりますね。パンクロードのハッカー様。
おじさん、見る目があるね。それじゃ、案内をお願いできる？
ハッカー様、どうぞこちらへ。
Okay, so we have
申し
to
訳あ
follow.
りませんが、事務所へ向かうにはちょっとした裏道を通らねばなりません。雑誌社の社長が借金を踏み倒して夜逃げしましてね。債権者が大勢押しかけてくるものですから、我らが探偵殿が正面玄関を封鎖してしまったのですよ。
Oh, okay, so Ashwell, like, you cannot just get into the basically agency in a simple way. So we have to go through the Tanuki transferring Mario kind of like thing. Okay, great.
面白いじゃん。
No, this is not what we need.
なんでこんなにタヌキがいるの？
皆さん、
Very interesting background. In background, you can see Tanuki's running around. I think this is the magazine office. Wow, that was too fast. I yet don't know why I need these coins, but I think that I will need them.
職場での暮らしは ゲームよりもずっと過酷ですから。
Okay, yeah, let's go.
それで探偵さんはどこに？
はい、こちらは事務所兼住居となっております。少々質素な場所ですがね。この時間なら眠っていることでしょう。何しろ来客などめったにございませんので。
What do you mean that not a lot of people are coming to his office? So then what is he doing? How is he earning money?
来客がめったにないね。聞いてるだけで切なくなってきそう。
すぐに叩き起こしますよ。どうぞこちらへ。品津様、起きてください。
何度も言ったろ。出前のたびにこの僕を起こすんじゃないって。
品津様、こちらの女性は出前の配達員ではございませんよ。
おお、では僕の命を狙う殺し屋さんかな。
Wait, Ashwell's name is Shinazu in Japanese? I was thinking that he's Ashwell. What?
残念ながら違います。
残念なんだ。
配達員でも殺し屋でもない。それは妙だな。あ、もしかして依頼人かい？事件の調査依頼に来たんだ。
来客の正体について優先順位がそうなってるのはちょっと同情するね。さあ、私は依頼人。盗難事件の調査依頼に来たんだ。
なるほど。それで何をなくしたのかな？
メンツと人材、それと手にするはずだった古臭い仮面。
Okay, so the main point of this discussion is basically Ashwell is very surprised that he got someone who's basically is going to hire him to do something for them, and like he's asking what basically from Cyril what she wants from him, and she's saying that basically she's looking for well, basically the mask. I think so. I think most probably she's just going to hire him in order to help her to get the mask that we need, that they need at least.
ほうほう、それはそれは。するとあなたは幻月遊戯に参加しに来たってわけかい？
その時、探偵の心に疑念が浮かぶ。彼女は一体何者なのだろうか。
ちょっと語り部くん、商談中にナレーションを差し込むのはよしてくれないか？
Narrator, please don't narrate while we are speaking. like his narrator, this is like what he has to do, not what?
おや、そうでしたか。時給900信用ポイントとバナナ2本で私を雇ったのはこういう時のためかと思いましたな。
Well, considering the Japanese, like how much people are getting paid, 200 points per hour and 2 bananas is not bad, I think.
それはそうなんだけどね。仕事中にはもうちょっとヒントになりそうな感じで頼むよ。探偵と助手がいてどちらも推理ができないんじゃまずいだろう。
探偵のスカスカな頭に 突如としてある名前が浮かび上がった。一見何の変哲もない目の前の少女は、実はカンパニーの手配書で賞金額トップ10に入る恐るべきテロリスト、性格ハンターの
カフカだ。
So narrator is just basically explaining who Cyril Wolf is and who is standing before basically Ashwell, in order for Ashwell to understand who is going to be the person that is going to make, who's going to hire him to do something for them, and like explaining like this is one of the people who RPC is looking for, one of the most dangerous and stuff like that. And Ashwell's reaction was like, Kafka! Kafka mentioned, nice.
銀狼です。彼女は銀狼ですよ。品津様、頭を冷蔵庫のドアに挟まれでもしましたか？
No, like this is Cyril Wolf. Ashwell, have you just... was your head banged basically on the fridge door while you were in the fridge? Why was he in the fridge?
もう一度消すべきな気がしてきた。
スターピースカンパニーが最高額クラスの懸賞金をかけた指名手配犯がこんな貧乏探偵に依頼を持ちかけるとは、物語じゃよく見かける話だけどね。それじゃあこの次はいやおうなく巨大な陰謀に巻き込まれ、逃亡生活を余儀なくされるってわけだ。
被害妄想はやめて。私がここを訪ねたのは治安局の犯罪記録システムをハッキングして調べたからだよ。連中が持つ怪事件の記録を見ると、あなたが雇われた事件は驚くほど多い。
Oh, so apparently Ashwell was hired in quite a lot of different, not very successfully or very strange, suspicious cases.
昭和教団生産事件、人頭流幽霊列車事件、連続幽霊復活事件、気象館超不連続密室殺人事件。いずれも事件解決の立役者としてあなたの名前があった。
So the curious case of the Harmony sect communion, the mystery of the ghost ballet worm express, the serial ghost resurrection incident, the super non-serial locked room murders at Cookie House. He solved all of them.
あなたはここで一番有名な探偵ってわけじゃないかもだけど、一番の腕を持つ探偵ではある。そうでしょ？
おいおい、プライバシーはどこへすっ飛んでいっちゃったんだ？で、その仮面をどこでどうなくしたのか教えてもらえるかな？
実は今日シンウィッシュマフィアに接触するはずだったんだけど。
なるほど。じゃあそろそろ報酬について話そう。
ちょっとまだ最後まで話してないんだけど。
So basically Ashwell is asking, so okay, where you have lost the mask? And she's like saying, well, we should have been meet the mafia today, but, and he's like, okay, let's speak about how you are going to pay me. And she's like, I haven't finished yet.
一歩も外に出ることなく事件の全容を把握してこそ真の名探偵というものだろう。
彼がここで寝こけている間に私は情報収集を担当しておりまして、本日シンウィッシュマフィアの本部で起こった出来事、それに仮面を持ち出した3人組の泉州最強の殺し屋についても状況はおおむね把握しています。
Oh, so apparently they already know the information about who took mask, how the mask was taken, where the mask is, and stuff like that. Because apparently they have already checked all of that information, which is really interesting. Because, why are you checking that information? For what? Just to get the information in order to sell to someone?
じゃ、任せていいってこと？報酬に関しては心配しないで。あ、汚いお金でもいい。
Don't worry about the payment. Oh, by the way, is dirty money okay with you?
申し訳ありませんが、不正なお金は受け取れません。それに、お支払いの後で報酬と残高をまとめて取り返すような真似もご遠慮いただければと。
そう？じゃあこうしよう。 ここはカンパニーの縄張りでしょ？なら私を捕まえて、賞金を受け取るといい。
What? So basically what Serial Wolf is telling now, like, okay, so in terms of payments, you can just, as this is the territory of the IPC, you can just, let's pretend that you catch me and you will give it to the IPC and this is going to be your reward.
あなたが賞金を受け取ったら、私は逃げる。性格ハンターも資金調達するときに、たまに使う手だよ。
And like, yeah, of course, she's going to run away after he will receive his reward.
やっぱり汚い金について話し合おうか。3000万信用ポイント後払いで結構だ。
He's like, no, let's stick to the dirt money. Okay, like, and you can pay me after.
それじゃ、数日間は真面目に稼いでみるよ。これが私の連絡先。何か分かったらすぐに教えてちょうだい。
Was it 3 million points? I think it was 3 million points or something very, very similar. Just like I'm going to earn them in the next few days. Like, come on, how? But this is Serial Wolf, so I think it's going to be, it should be fine.
後払い。この事務所にそんな支払い方法があったとは存じ上げませんでしたが。
ついさっきできたんだよ、語り部くん。まさか本当に汚い金を受け取るつもりだったのか？稼ぐにはもっと違う方法があると気づいたんだ。まずはお偉いさんにお伺いを立てようか。
Okay.
やパールさん。確かな筋から仕入れた情報があるんだ。
品津さん、あなたがこんな時間に連絡してくる確率など 5% もないはずでしたが。
And he's like, go and call to Pearl? What's happening?
推測。私の提案を前向きに検討する気になった。ということですか？
いや、それとは別件でね。実は、性格ハンターの足取りを掴んだんだ。連中は今、この二層楽園にいる。しかも幻月遊戯に参加して、騒ぎを起こそうと企んでるようだ。
What? He's now telling the Pearl that Stellar Hunters are on Planarcadia and they are planning to participate in games. Wow. Are you selling Silver Wolf?
その一人、とある少女の位置情報を教えようじゃないか。
What?
そりと。
So he is. What is happening?
こっそり。ね。
幻月遊戯。カンパニーが速攻を仕掛けると決めた時点で、今回のそれはただのお遊びじゃなくなったんだ。僕のような年寄りを捕まえて参加させようなんて酷な話だと思わないか？
あのハッカーの要求を受け入れ、懸賞金と引き換えに身柄を引き渡すべきでしたね。
意外だね。パールが他にも仮面を隠し持ってたなんて。なら話はもっと簡単。
Yeah, man, and of course he was listening to what was happening there.
商談の後、ついでに相手の話を盗み聞きするこの素敵な習慣は、ぜひこれからも続けないと。
Very interesting that now Serial Wolf is saying like, oh, so Pearl has other masks, but this part was not discussed in the dialogue now. So how Serial Wolf, well, Serial Wolf knows a lot of stuff, you know, she's hacker and stuff like that, but still. Inconsistencies.
ジン、今どこ？
仮面は見つかったか？
まだ。でも新しい手がかりをつかんだ。一つの仮面をなくしたら次を探せばいいと思わない？
まあそうだが、次にダークウェブから仕事を受けるときは泉州最強の殺し屋なんて名前を使わないでくれ。いいな。
Oh, so basically everything was set up by Silver Wolf, and Silver Wolf found the information in Dark Web and named Blade as the best assassin in Xianzhou.
はいはい。
And he's like saying, don't do that.
エリオが渡した脚本の内容を教えてくれない？
Elio mentioned. Yeah. So there's going to be some information from the Elio's one of his books. Is it books? It's manuscript. What is script? Okay.
脚本は白紙だった。
Oh, script is blank. Nothing is there. Very interesting.
つまりアバターだったはずの火花さんが現実に現れて生徒と教師たちまで丸ごと乗っ取ってしまったと、こういうことですか。なるほど、よくある円形現像紙のようですね。
So we are now speaking with some guy. I don't know why. Like, okay, it makes sense because we switched the perspective, and we are now speaking about basically the situation when Sparxie, from the just avatar, she just become real, and she basically trapped students and teachers in Graphia Academy. So yeah, we have few options here, so we'll go and listen all of them. 変化したってこと、よくあることね。何これわからない。それで、okay, so the first one is like about the change.
少し古風な言い方ですが、そう理解してもらっても大丈夫でしょう。過剰に注目を集めた何かというのはそれだけ過剰に眼力を集めてしまいますからね。そういう存在がある日突然現像紙として命を宿すというのは現代科学でも証明されているそうですよ。
Honkai。
どこの現代科学？
二層楽園のですよ。宇宙の彼方からのお客さんにとっては驚きかもしれませんが、ここではさほど珍しい出来事でもないですよ。
So the previous discussion was basically regarding the change, when like the basically avatars and stuff like that, they can just become real, and this is like modern science in Planarcadia. And like Trailblazer was really shocked. Like, what do you mean this is a modern science? The next one is regarding whether such things happening quite often, and apparently they are.
かつてはウゴのタケノコのように次々現像紙が現れていたという話を聞いたこともあります。今は随分変わりましたが、それでもうっかりすると有名な漫画のキャラクターなんかがひょっこり現実世界に現れかねません。
So yeah, apparently a lot of different things from manga and different characters basically become imaginary.
おっと、すみません。よその方には馴染みのない言葉でしたね。円形というのは因縁によって生まれたことを意味します。
Oh, so it was fine that I didn't understand that word because that word was something like very, very Planarcadia related one. Apparently that means something born of chance.
この類の現像紙の誕生は偶発的な面が強く、絵師によってその子孫が描かれる以外に繁殖の手段を持たない属系現像紙とは少々事情が違ってきます。
Very interesting. So apparently there is such thing as progenitive imagery, and they are reproduced by having the artist draw them. Quite complicated concept, I think, but apparently, like, this is what we have here. I think that mimetic entities was more easier to understand basically what they're doing and what they are and why everything is happening with them than with imaginary. Well, again, it's quite understandable what is happening here, like how they're basically appearing, but that progenitive imaginary is not, like, I don't fully understand yet. I think maybe we'll know more information about them, but the simplest thing I think to understand is that the artist who drew some imaginary is drawing basically another imaginary related to that imaginary, something like that.
出動ってどこにです？ああ、グラフィエ学院に出向いて違法現像紙を逮捕してほしいと。はあ、申し訳ないですがそれは無理なんですよ。
What?
つい
Why?
さっき超常現象管理局から通達があったばかりなんですがね。今度の幻月遊戯、その最初の聖越者が名乗りを上げました。先ほどのお話にあった火花さんですよ。あなたは銀河のあちこちを旅してきた請求列車からの賓客だそうですが、この世界の法や慣習についてはまだまだ疎いみたいですね。幻月遊戯の期間中、聖越者の行動には一切の制限がありません。それは彼らに与えられた特権ですから。
Okay, so even though we want the officer to help us and like go and basically catch her in order to prevent everything that is happening in the Graphite Academy and get students and teachers free, he cannot do that because Sparxie became one of the participants in Phantasm games, and the participants of the Phantasm games cannot be touched. They cannot be interfered with what they are doing. Very interesting. So it's like chaos, anarchy, do anything you want.
つまりどういうことかというとですね、彼女が聖越者である以上は何かしらの実害が出ると判断されない限り、我々治安官は手出しできないんですよ。
So yeah, they cannot do anything.
そもそも彼女が学校を乗っ取ったというのも、私が受け取った情報とまるで違ってるんですよ。
What do you mean this is not the same information which you get?
ああ、そうだ。もうじきニュースが始まりますから、ご自分で確かめてみますか？
Oh, we are going to watch some news now. Okay. Maneki-neko kind of thing. Again, every time I see something related to Japan which looks like Japan, I'm always like, it's still Japan. It looks like the screen from in the middle of Shinjuku where the ads, they're like animated, they look like 3D, they're not 3D, but they look like 3D and they're made to look like that. Quite similar quite similar to that screen in Shinjuku, this one. Okay, so let's go.
皆さんこんにちは。マンガンテレビがお届けするいちはや楽園スペシャルニュース速報へようこそ。司会のグワくんです。
こんにちは。同じく司会のゆきちゃんです。
楽園歴もいよいよ1999年に突入して楽しみがいっぱいな年になりそうですね。なんといってもあと1年でミレニアム到来のお祝いですからね。
今から500年以上も昔、かの有名な預言者はこんな予言を残しました。1999年、恐怖の大魔王が天より降臨せんと。さあ果たしてこの予言は現実となるのか。そして二層楽園はこの重要な1年を乗り越えられるのでしょうか。
Very interesting. I'm now in the same way checking basically what are their names also in English. So Yuki-chan, this is the girl with girl-looking thing with ears. She's Yuki-chan, but in English she's Snowy. And the guy who is Guwa,
視聴者を不安にさせたいのか。みんなは
is Spoofy.
話を聞くために番組を見に来てるんじゃないんだぞ。ほらほら、原稿読んで。
What I can get from here is that apparently it is now year 1999 in Planarcadia, according to their calendar. And like, I think that this is most probably the thing that is going to be happening here is the majority of yapping which are not even actually going to be some way, in any way, relevant with the story quest and basic information. But yeah, let's listen and see what we have here.
わかったわよ。驚くべきことに前回からたった15年で再び幻月が満ち、幻月遊戯の時が訪れました。きっとこの楽園に優越の主がご加護を授けてくれたに違いありません。
So yeah, it's very interesting that Phantasm games happens only 15 years after the previous one, and according to the lore, according to the information that I remember, Phantasm games were happening once in one Eon era. So does it mean that we are currently in the different Eon era, which were 15 years before, or is this like unexpected thing when they're happening again in the same Aeon era.
今回の幻月遊戯にはどのような聖越者が現れるのか、そして彼らは僕たちにどのような奇跡を見せてくれるのでしょうか。当番組は超常現象管理局の許可を得て今回の幻月遊戯に密着します。
Oh, so this basically this program is going to tell the information about Phantasmal games, all of the updates and so on and so forth.
つい先ほど仮面をかぶった記念すべき最初の聖越者が明らかになりました。
気になりますよね。最初の聖越者は一体どこの誰なのか。さあ、それではみんなで一緒に見ていきましょう。
And we will now get the information about the first person who's participated in the games. By the way, the person who's participating in the game is called Supplicant. But as far as I can see in Japanese, well, yeah, apparently it is Supplicant or something very, very similar. But like the participant is fine.
なんとネットで大人気のライバー火花さんがつい2時間ほど前仮面をかぶり聖越者となったことを発表しました。超常現象管理局も情報の真偽を確認済み。
So yeah, basically that Sparxie is the first Supplicant.
超常現象管理局に円形現像師として認可された記録はありませんが、今となってはもはやさまつな問題です。今回の幻月遊戯でこのライバーはどんな奇跡を生み出してくれるのでしょうか。では続いて彼女のライブ配信を覗いてみましょう。
Now we are going to check what Sparxie is doing in her stream and basically. So yeah, basically what she's going to do with the Phantasmal games, if she win and stuff like that. So let's watch Sparxie's stream.
よーし、CM タイムはおしまい。今回の企画、火花の楽園巡りは UI 損保さんの提供でお送りするよ。ありがとう。
Sparxie, you're cute.
一人千役、千の顔を持つただ一人。今日の火花はじゃじゃーん、正解発表。それじゃあみんなグラフィー学院校長の火花についてきて。まずは転校生さんの様子を見てみようか。
So she's still saying that she's the principal, the headmistress of Graphia Academy. So apparently, yeah, I must have misunderstood something in the previous stream. So she's not just put, confused us or stuff like that. Yeah.
みつきさん、カメラにご挨拶は？
March, what are you doing there? And why are you dressed in your hunt outfit?
火花、今に見てないよ。この美月七香を怒らせるとどうなるか分かってるよね。
What is going to happen with her if she's going to get you angry? March, let's be real. Even you're angry.
うちはラフの慶元将軍と主命の海燕将軍の孫弟子なんだよ。先週の厳しい剣術訓練も乗り越えたんだもん。あんたなんか怖くないんだから。
I'm not so scary of you. Yeah, you are.
みつきさんってばちょっと興奮してるみたい。初めてのインタビューではしゃいじゃったかな。さてそれじゃあ次は火花の頼れる同僚ベルト先生にインタビューしてみようかな。
Well, I think that Sparxie, knowing that Trailblazer has run out of the academy, yeah, and was saved basically from there now, well, she doesn't know where Trailblazer is, but still. She is showing specifically Welt and March here in order for Trailblazer to rule them back to the Graphia Academy or what? Like...
皆さんこんにちは。俺はベルトよ。グラフィエ学院で歴史を教えている。今年度の生徒が選ぶ最も人気のある男性教員に選んでもらって非常に光栄だ。今後も優秀な人材を送り出せるよう より一層努力したいと思う。
Welt still hasn't come back to his senses. He's still thinking that he's a teacher, history teacher in the Graphia Academy. Well, at least March knows that she's not one of the students. This is fine. Welt, why are you still...
はい、ありがとう。インタビューコーナーはこれくらいにして、次回の配信内容を告知しておくね。いつも応援してくれるヒバナのみんな、本当にありがとな。ヒバナはそんなみんなの応援に応えたいなって思ってるの。今から3時間後にスペシャルゲスト銀河をめぐり数えきれない伝説を築いてきた請求列車の七し人と一緒にライブ配信をお届け。その名もヒバナ大会。
Oh, apparently in 3 hours we are going to have another stream with Nameless. With few of Nameless. Yeah, it's going to be, well, Sparxie. So this is going to be, I think we are moving closer to the battle with Sparxie.
この一大イベントはお友達と家族、ついでに憎いアンチクショーにもシェアしちゃうわ。過ぎたことは水に流して二層楽園史上最も盛大に外れる火花をみんなで見届けよう。
So yeah, basically the standard stuff that streamers and content creators are saying when they're on stream and stuff like that. Oh, this is the screen which was used in her... It wasn't her trailer, I think it was more about the overall information about Sparxie.
イバナさんはお友達と一緒に配信のためのお芝居をしていただけでしょう。大丈夫、心配いりませんよ。
No, it wasn't just some kind of act that she put. Welt doesn't understand that he is not a history teacher in the Graphia Academy. So it's not like... Anyway... So what was this program?
似たような番組を見たことはありません？著名人が一般の人の仕事を体験してみるとか、普通の人みたいな生活をしてみるとか、そんな番組ですよ。
So this was some program about like real people? Looks like.
しかし彼女のターゲットがグラフィエ学院とは、あそこは15年前にもゴタゴタがあったんですよ。
請求列車の七し人ってこいつらがか？
面白い。いくつも世界を救ってきた大英雄だって聞いてたけど、瞬時にお笑い芸人にもなれちゃうなんて。
Wow. Stop, guys. Stop making fun of Astral Express. Yeah, the reputation is not going well for Astral Express for now.
このままだと請求列車のメンバーが火花一人に翻弄され笑い物にされたって噂が二層楽園中に拡散されるのも時間の問題。私たちの名誉も全部彼女の人気のための踏み台にされちゃう。
Yeah, they are going to be a love stock from the Planarcadia if you are not going to go and save them. So go and save them.
この現月遊戯緊急対応マニュアルをどうぞ。何か役に立つことが書いてあるかもしれません。
Oh, okay. Phantasmon Games Emergency Response Guide. So much read. Okay, then let's read. And again, as in the previous stream, I am not going to read directly it in Japanese because it's not going to make any sense. It's going to take a lot of time. I'm going to read it in Japanese. to understand what is written here, after that to make even summary and translate and stuff like that. So the easiest actual way here is just to go and read the translated file directly, which we have in order to understand the Phantasm Games Emergency Response Guide. Okay, so during the Phantasm Games, numerous unpredictable aberrations and incidents will occur throughout Planarcadia due to factors such as miracles offered by supplicants, oversaturated whispers, with power, and concentrated generation of aberrant disasters. All local residents and off-world visitors are advised to remain calm, stay tuned to news reports from the Department of Operation Defense, steer clear of danger zones, and safely enjoy the Phantasm Games. Should you encounter any emergencies, please refer to the response guidelines, which can greatly improve your chances of survival. I have one question. Why are we receiving basically the emergency response guide now? If I'm not mistaken, Trailblazer is participating already in Phantasm Games. Like, we get our mask, even though that mask wasn't given to us directly, like Trailblazer hasn't put their like mask, the original one, the plain one, on their face. We get mask by putting basically Evanescence drawing on our face, but still Trailblazer should be one of the participants, or like, am I not getting something? If you find yourself caught in an anomaly triggered by supplicant, immediately distance yourself and head towards home. During this time, do not respond to any voices coming from behind you or from your right. What if voices are going to be coming from my left? Home is an enclosed or semi-enclosed space suited for human inhabitants, generally containing objects such as chairs, beds, wash basins, etc. I'm sorry, I'm triggered with all of this considering what we have here. If the home you are in does not meet the above definitions, immediately read the following. There are no monkeys dancing on giant teeth, and no black lizards can be seen in a whale's belly. Remains... what? What is the sense of this? Remain still and wait for a safety notice from the Department of Operation Defense. Safety notice from the Department of Operation Defense come in several terms: broadcast, TV news, online streams, and so on. The broadcast's head should consist of eyes, ears, a mouse, and a nose, not a pineapple or an apple. So yeah, they're providing a lot of information, so apparently stuff like that happened before. Related report: masks of elation were stolen by the Riddlers. Nouns and verbs in the... what? Ignition? What is ignition? An ignition of Tenerife City citizens have been swapped, causing mass chaos. Perpetrators still at large. Number 15. If you lose your way, you find yourself within a supplicant's sphere of influence, you can take refuge in a nearby fragment of the world in canvas. But please note, in the vast majority of cases, canvas fragments won't talk, won't laugh, and have no teeth. So yeah, again, apparently stuff like that has happened before, that's why they're describing them. The safe zone at the edge of the world in canvas retain close to reality's three-dimensional coordinated axis. If you notice your body starting to become two-dimensional, immediately turn back the way you came. Okay, number 13. I really like that they're just skipping, partially. There is part of information for you, use it how you want, and they're like part of the information is just not available. Anyway, objects that fall from the sky en masse are usually rain. Rain is a collection of Rain is a collection of water, not candy, and definitely not vintage flip phones. If you encounter a similar phenomenon, do not answer messages from the candy and do not eat the phone. But you can eat the candy and you can answer a message from the phone. What is happening here? A joke is a piece of information designed to induce laughter and does not possess an ability to move. If a joke claims it's heading to its friends, the refrigerator's wedding, to steal away its electric toothbrush bride, please board the hardest science fiction novel and get out of here. What is happening? Related report. A masked fool explained the gift of the laughter to create infinite improbability phenomenon in Rainbow City, and was subsequently taken down in a joint operation by the Tavern and the Department of Operation Defense. Number 102. If you happen to get trapped inside the television, stand as close to the screen as possible to maximize your on-screen presence. When you hear children's songs being sung in chorus around you, whatever you do, do not sing along. 103. When attempting the above, make sure you're inside the TV, not trying to walk into it. Oh my god. Related report. Children's program host lures massive audience into a carefree fairy tale kingdom, now officially classified as a kidnapping case. Friendly reminder, this guide will be updated and revisited after each round on Phantasmoon Games. Please ensure you have the latest version published for the current Phantasmoon Games. So what all of this basically means? This thing describes all of the previous examples of miracles, so-called, which were happening during the Phantasmoon Games. Very interesting. So this was just, you know, a read in order for us to understand what is happening there. But yeah, again, a lot of explanations, and like why I'm trying just to read that directly from the English translation, because going through all of that and trying to understand what is written there and translating it is just going to take more time. So if we would encounter similar texts or like stuff that we have to read, I will just quickly find the English equivalent, the English translation itself, and we'll just go through the English translation. Because again, going through the Japanese one is just going to take the most time, and in majority of cases, all of that information, the majority of things that we are going to read and we are going to see, they are not important to the story quest or to the lore and stuff like that. Like, what we had currently seen in that document, it is in some way related to the lore, but it is more like overall information about what was happening in the previous Phantasmoon Games. So it's more like, you know, nice read to have. Okay, so let's continue.
ね、花火の言った通りだったでしょ。通報なんてするだけ無駄なんだって。
So yeah, apparently, well, yeah, Sparkle was saying like there is no point in basically making a report on what was happening in Graphic Academy, and yeah, it was. No one helped us, we just wasted our time.
お友達を助けられるのはもう君だけしか。
As always.
もう一人赤髪のお姉ちゃんがいたんだっけ。
Yeah, as always, Trailblazer is the only one who can save everyone.
大丈夫？
Himeko!
怪我とかしてない？ つまり美月ちゃんとベルトは今グラフィエ学院の中に閉じ込められて、肝心の仮面はその火花って子に横取りされたのね。
So yeah, even though we show the Himeko, that mask that we got from Evanesia, now for some reason Himeko is just repeating the overall information about what was basically happened in Graphic Academy regarding that march in Weltart right there. I'm sorry, I was too weak.
いいえ、あんたのせいじゃないわ。この遊戯に絡む複雑な情勢を甘く見ていた私のせいね。今回里帰りを考えたのも、元はみんなにゆったりとバカンスを楽しんでほしかっただけなの。現月遊戯の歴史において、聖越者同士が協力関係を結ぶのは別段珍しいことじゃないわ。
Oh, so apparently in the history of the Phantasmoon Games, when supplicants are cooperating, this is not strange, and like that thing happened before, and like it's okay.
けど今回は銀河中の各勢力がこの遊戯を互いに実力を示すための場と考えたみたいね。
Yeah, but apparently in these Phantasmoon games, considering that there are different factions participating in it, they are more like concentrated on their.
彼らは優越の実戦よりも勝利を独占することに重きを置いてる。
躍起になって他の参加者を追い落とそうとするでしょうね。火花もそんな一人なのよ。
Oh,
落ち着いて。
sorry, missed that.
火花が何をしたのか、そしてこれから何をするつもりなのか、これらを突き止める前に強引に乗り込むのは危険だわ。幻月遊戯の聖越者は少なくとも3つの重要な行動を完遂する必要があるの。表明、奇跡、それから専用。
Okay, so apparently supplicants on the Phantasmon games, they have to do 3 very important things. All of them have to do them. They are called roll call. So apparently when they're just presented, so they are participating. Some kind of miracles that they have to do. And promotion. So, content creator stuff?
火花はすでに表明を達成した。仮面をかぶり、遊戯への参加を大々的に喧伝することでね。一人目の聖越者の出現のニュースは楽園中から注目の的よ。
So yeah, as we know, so I was correct, roll call is the thing when basically the supplicants start participating in the game and it is announced that they are participating in the games.
なら、彼女が次に取り掛かるのは奇跡を起こすこと。人々の願望を背負い、それに応えられるだけの偉業を成し遂げなくてはならない。私の推測が正しければ、火花は私たちの方から網に飛び込んでくるのを待ってるはずよ。彼女の聖越者としての初戦、その相手に請求列車をうってつけなの。練りに練って用意した戦場で銀河に名を馳せる大英雄を打ち倒す。これ以上に最高の滑り出しなんてそうはないでしょ。
So yeah, in order to do the miracles that Sparxie is going to do, she choose Esper Expressor her targets, or like that she's going to do her miracle using them, something like that.
そこで、花火、聞いてもいい？この偽物について分かっていることはどれだけあるのかしら。彼女は遊戯に参加して何をしたがってると思う？単に列車組をもてあそんで倒すだけじゃ物足りないでしょ。彼女は一体どんな驚天動地の奇跡を起こすつもりなの？
So basically Himiko is just asking what type of miracle Sparxie is going to do, considering that Sparkle knows Sparxie is the best.
偽物といってもこの花火様の偽物だもんね。当てずっぽうでってわけにはいかないか。花火から言えるのはパブに行ってみたらどうってことかな。何か手がかりがあるかもね。
So we are now going to go to some hub or maybe tavern or something like that in order to get more information. So if it's like your hub or tavern, what do you mean by the hub or tavern?
仮面の愚者の本拠地、パブ、ワールドエンド。
So yeah, this is a tavern named End of the World. Basically, this is the headquarters of Masked Fools.
さあ、天地を揺るがす大事件を起こそうって言うんだもん。この花火様が長年集めてきた宝物がなきゃ始まらないよね。あの偽物もそのことはよくわかってる。何か行動を起こすなら、まずはパブに立ち寄るはずだよ。花火の名義で。ほとんどの愚者にとって花火とあの偽物を見分けるのは難しいだろうし、そもそもそんなこと気にも留めてないかも。でも花火が誰と何を話して、花火の宝物庫から何を持ち出したか知ることができれば、偽物の目的もわかると思わない？
Very interesting that now Sparkle is saying that fools cannot differentiate between Sparkle and Sparxie. But like, how can you not differentiate between them? They are different. They look the same, they have the same face, but they dress differently, they speak differently. Like, this is not a, twins situation when they're like, look, the same, dress the same. Well, not all twins dress the same. Like they're different. How?
悪くない考えね。でも、あんたを一人にさせるわけにはいかないわ。私たち二人もパブに入れてもらう。そのくらいできるわよね。
この名刺を持って行って。パブの場所が書いてあるから。ただし、パブへは自分たちで行ってもらわないとダメだよ。パブ始まって以来のルールで、こればっかりは花火でもどうしようもないの。
So yeah, it is pub. And the pub's address is written on this business card.
まだ時間はあるし。
And we will use it to go
準備
there.
ができてから来てね。
Understand?
花火は
焦らないで。優越の儀式に踏み込むためにはリラックスすることも大事なことよ。相手に合わせて踊るんじゃなく、自分がダンスをリードしなくちゃ。さあ、今度は私たちがダンスを披露する番よ。
Pub World End, and basically where to situate. Oh, it is next to the Mafia headquarters.
鳩川区。ずいぶん久しぶりね。ちょうど炭鉱とサンデーの方でも何か見つかったそうだから、合流するように連絡しておくわ。
Oh, and we are going to contact Sunday and Danny in order to meet with them. So, Himeko, if that place is your house, Himeko, is that the place where you have been born and raised?
そんなに大層なものじゃないから、あまり期待しないでね。
Like it's not very
結局、
interesting
バカンス
place.
のはずが、いつも通りトラブルだらけの旅になっちゃったわね。
これぞ七死人流のバカンスだね。
And yeah, like our vacation, which should have been vacation, is not vacation because we have troubles here as always. But like we are used to it.
さっき
Every time we go
ここで
somewhere.
タヌキに盗撮されたんだよね。
七死人が有名になるなんて困ったものね。
転売ヤーには
Oh, this was the place where Tanuki was photographing us. Kashan, kashan.
このおかみさん凛々しくてかっこいい。
鳩
Anyway, we are going
すぐそこ
to
よ。
the pub. Yep.
今度こそ食べて。
Kanagawa-ku, District Kanagawa. I wonder how it's called in English. It looks like Kanagawa. Something similar to Kanagawa. It's not Kanagawa. Dovbrook District. Nothing similar with how it's called in Japanese. Nothing. We have Dove there, but it's Brook. It's Dove River. Yeah, sometimes translations are not the best. Anyway, let's go. Oh, we have been here already. When we were playing from the Fuchs perspective.
結構賑やかな場所だな。姫子は昔ここで暮らしてたの？
帰るのは15年ぶりだけど、我が家はどうなってるかしら。賃貸に出されてるとか、あるいは何もかも売り払われてるとか。はあ、もしかするとグラフィエの一族と同じように名ばかりの抜け殻しか残ってないのかもしれないわ。
So yeah, basically this is a district where Himeko was living, and well, like her home was also there, and she's just wondering whether it was sold out or not, or like is everything okay with it or not.
行きましょう。気をつけてね。
And like yeah, we're just moving along. It like the district with signs and stuff. It really looks like Dotonbori in Osaka. And it some way looks like it's not Shinjuku. Yeah, more like Dotonbor. It's like the same thing, but you have a big sign there, different a lot of shops.
この辺りも随分変わってる。
So I don't know what they have been doing with trying to make it to look not like Japan. It looks like Japan.
あんたに用事かしら。話を聞いてみましょう。
Mobs are just staying in the middle of the street. And Tanuki was calling for us.
車両の件はもちろん覚えてるだぬ。
ガシャ
こ
ン
のタヌキ、盗撮の賠償のために雑誌社の前でずっと待ってたっていうの？そんなに律儀には見えなかったけど。
こちらは？
So, as we haven't mentioned to Himeko about Tanuki and when he was taking photos of us and stuff like that, like Himeko's like, who the hell is this? And like, this is Tanuki, which was taking photos of us. And basically, if I'm going to tell you, this is going to take a long time. But that Tanuki is really cute. So yeah, basically we are just explaining to the Himeko how we met that guy.
慰謝料の金額については会社の中でじっくり話し合うだぬ。
So cute.
ここは丸ごと雑誌社のビルになったのね。
Yes, this is a magazine's headquarters. And Himeko's like, oh, so this building became the magazine's headquarters. And we have options like, Himeko, was it your house? Or like, are you talking, do you mean that?
ええ、もう少し厳密に言うなら、このビルが建ってる通りはすべてうちの所有地よ。
Wait. So, this building and the street that we have just passed through, they belong to Himeko's. Not to Himeko's family? What do you
か
mean?
つてグラフィエの一族は二層楽園のあちこちに土地を持ってたようだけど、私の代まで残ったのはそのうちのほんのわずかだけね。
Okay, so apparently different Graphia families where they had lands and territories that belonged to them in Planarcadia. But this one is the only one, very interesting, the only one that is left, basically till Himiko's time.
私の旅が終わる頃には一族には相続するような遺産なんて何もなくなってしまうのかしら。
So Himiko's like, oh, by the time that our travel will end, maybe I will get nothing left. And like, I will have no one who I can pass this thing to. And like, Himeko, we are going to like, you can give it to us. And like, Himeko mama! Oh, let's choose the Himeko mama.
バカね。おかしなことを言うものじゃないわ。
Stupid, there is no time to say stupid things.
さあ、中に入ってあのタヌキが何をするつもりなのか聞いてみましょう。
Okay, so we are going with Furbo. I don't like Furbo, like, I will stick to Tanuki. He's so cute, why is he walking so cute? Oh my god. Ah! So cute.
化けたいし、とんでもなくビッグな債権者をお招きしたんだぬ。
ピピー、債権者を検知、逃げろ
Tanuki in purple.
逃げなくていいだぬ。こちらは請求列車のラクーン様。ラクーンとタヌキは家族みたいなもんだな。
I'm really wonder why they're calling Trailblazer as raccoon. Raccoon is like raccoon in English, yeah? So why are we being called raccoon? Because we look like one? Raccoon and Tanuki are different things. But yeah, raccoon makes sense. we are going to think about it, it makes sense why it's calling us raccoon. Yep.
何が家族なもんか。誰だろうと取り立ては取り立てじゃないか。
ラクーン様、あの悪徳社長は社員をほったらかして一人で逃げ出したんだぬ。おいらたちもう何ヶ月も給料もらってないだよ。
Oh, well, if you remember that Tanuki was mentioning to us that he's not getting paid for a few months, and apparently their chief just ran away. So if your chief ran away, why do you keep working?
ご覧の通り、おいらたち全員をタヌキ鍋の具材にしたって大した金額にはなりそうにないんだぬ。でも一つだけ策があるだよ。助け合えばお互いに利益があるはず。何しろこの週刊タヌキにはまだまだ影響力があるんだから。
Oh, the magazine name is Japanese is Weekly Tanuki. I wonder how it's called in English. We'll check it later. But Weekly Tanuki, it looks cool. Okay, is it Weekly Furbo in English, or like what is going to be there?
二層楽園で今一番ホットなニュースは間違いなく請求列車の到来だぬ。ラクーン様に社長になってもらえるなら週刊タヌキを列車組の御用メディアとしてビッグニュースを次々送り出したりとか好きに使ってくれていいだぬ。
Oh, and they want us to become the new head of the magazine, head editor, I think.
週刊タヌキがゴシップ誌界の頂点に輝く日は近いだぬ。おいらたちのお給料も安泰、ラクーン様に賠償金も払い放題だよ。
So yeah, basically again, he's just suggesting us to become, like, asking us to become the head editor of Weekly Tanuki magazine. But Trailblazer is, as always, thinking about money. So we have a lot of points there, and he's like, "Oh, do you mean that I'm going to work for free?"
とんでもないだね。おいらたちもラクーン様のファンとして慰謝料はなるべくたっぷり受け取ってほしいんだよ。
雑誌社ね。これはちょっと面白いことになるかも。あんたとしてはどうかしら？
What do I think? Do I want to become a chef editor of the Weekly Tanuki magazine? Well, I'm quite interesting. Himeko, what about you? Are you going to help us with this one?
この子たちはずる賢いところもあるようだけど、確かに私たちにも利のある提案だと思うわ。こちらの意図を組んでくれるメディアでありながら、あちこちで情報収集する密偵にもなる。現月遊戯の期間中、こういった広報支援チームを持つことで得られるメリットは多いわ。
Oh, Himeko is really Himeko, you're really smart. It makes sense. In order to get more information what is happening in the Phantasm games, it may be a really good decision for us to become the head chief and like to have the team of cute running Tanukis with photo cameras who are going to provide us the latest information for what is happening in Planarcadia during the Phantasm games.
何より全部タダなものね。
Okay, so what the head editor have to do?
お仕事はとっても簡単だぬ。ついてくるだよ。
And he's now going to explain to us basically what we are going to do. Oh great, another explanation in Japanese. Oh my god. Oh my god. So yeah, basically this is information about what we have to do and how we have to do in order to be the head chief. Yeah, let me give a moment, I will read this one through. So yeah, the funny thing which I read here was basically like you can drink as much coffee and tea as you want. There is also snacks, but they are not tasty. This is basically the only thing. So yeah. So yeah, apparently this is some negative articles that we have here with a lot of different comments and stuff, and basically describing the overall information what was happening. Okay, I think that we can skip it for now, and we will come back to this one later. I think we will be able to come back to this later and to analyze in more details basically what is happening here, but as of now I think this is mainly like the information about when Sparxie get us, because also based on the screenshot and photo that we have here. What's happening? I think this is part of the event, which was part of the... I think this was events that we had previously, which was part of 4.0. Oh yeah, we can get stuff here. Oh, nice, nice. Okay, so this is just stuff for us to work on. Okay.
そんなことでいいの？よし、それじゃあ今日から私が社長だね。
Yeah, Trailblazer, you are the head editor from now on.
よーし、これでラクーン様が新社長。指示をくれればオイラたちの全力でやり遂げてみせるがな。何かオイラたちにしてほしいことは？
So is there anything that we want them to do for now? So explain to me, tell me what is the name of the gossip site that we are running, and basically for now nothing.
社長はタヌキゴシップじゃ不満だぬ？それじゃあどんな名前にする？
So apparently, we can change here the name of the website with a lot of different options. 名前を入れてください。This is a very funny one. It's like, please put your name in.
個性の塊みたいな名前だぬ。これで決めていいだぬ？
I think we will change it later.
どんどんビッグニュースを生み出してほしいだぬ。そうそう、人事部が社長の悪口を記事にした記者の首を切っただぬ。社長に従わない従業員なんてうちにはいらないだよ。グラフィエ学院に最初の聖越者が現れたことは聞いてるだぬ。その情報を集めればいいんだね。了解、すぐに手配するんだよ。取材に行かせるから報告を楽しみに待っててだぬ。
Yeah, I will be waiting for any information.
もうすっかり社長さんね。
姫かスター。
ここでの用事はおしまいね。炭鉱とサンデーもそろそろ着く頃かしら。待ち合わせは雑誌社でって伝えておくわ。
Oh, Sunday and Danny have to come. And apparently they are going to come directly to the headquarters.
姫子さん、待たせた。
Hi Danny, hi Sandy.
思ったより時間がかかったわね。その分の収穫はあったかしら？
どうだろ
お目にかかれて光栄です、姫子様。恩人様もお久しぶりですね。皆様の道行きのこと、ずっと気にかかっておりました。
Hi, Fuke. Oh, Fuke, you're very polite.
テイウン
Yeah.
泉州の代表として二層楽園まで出向いたのかしら？
いいえ、これほどの一大事とあっては、私などにはとてもとても。こたびはただ、玉伝泉州の高校将軍に付き従って、雑事を手伝っているに過ぎません。その道中で、こちらのお二方と行き合ったのです。
So yeah, apparently just Himeko just asked, oh, so you're the representative of Xianzhou here, and she's like, no, I'm just helping Yaogong.
獣刀将軍がね、ここに来るまでに何があったのかしら？
申し訳ありません。少々手違いがありまして、着せずして私が優越の仮面をつけることになってしまいました。つまり私は今回の幻月遊戯における聖越者の一人になったということになります。
Yeah, Sunday's just, oh, yeah, I'm sorry, well, you know, like, things happens, and like, yeah, now I'm participating in Fantasy Moon games.
それは確かに予想外の状況ね。
列車の皆さんが幻月遊戯への参加を望んでいたと聞いて気がかりでした。すみません。私の行動が事態を複雑にしてしまったかもしれません。
Sandy, you're so polite. You're so polite. Like, I still, every time when Sandy's speaking, I feel like he's still feeling guilty about what has happened in Planarcadia. Because, like, you cannot be that guilty all of the time.
謝る必要はないわ、サンデー。あんたも開拓の仲間だもの。仲間が自分の道を探すのを拒む。そんな名なし人なんているはずがないでしょ？
Yeah, so like Himeka is saying like the correct thing, like you're one of us. So like, and we are not going to stay in the way of your goals and in you trying to find yourself in this universe after everything that happened, stuff like that. Like, Sunday, stop.
感謝します。
けど、着せずしてというのは気になるわ。何が起きたの？
話すと長くなりますが、それについては高校将軍ご本人から説明してもらった方がいいでしょう。
ついさっきまで一緒にいたんだが、気づいたら姿を消していた。
Oh, so apparently in order to get more information, instead of them explaining it to Himeko, they're saying, oh, Himeko, go find, like I think that's not go find, but Yao Guang should better explain what has happened. But for some reason, while they were going to the magazine headquarters, Yao Guang just disappeared. She just went somewhere, which is very in a Yao Guang style. 1 minute there, second one she's out.
いつもこうなのです。高校様がいなくなったのは何か大事な用があってのこととは思うのですが。
獣刀将軍、噂通りの神出鬼没っぷりね。仕方ないわ。彼女を待ちましょう。
Yeah, we will be waiting for her.
これ以上待たせるなんて申し訳ない。名数の移ろいでほんの少し遅れることになっただけなの。ごめんなさい。
And we don't have to wait for her. She was just scared. Like,
あら、この場にいるのは私を含めて6人。ちょうど六校と同じね。どれどれ。
Yao Guang, you should have participated in Fantasy Moon game. They suit you more.
足元の運勢、今日にして危うし。よくよく気をつけてちょうだいね。吉。ちょうど願いが叶ったばかりだもの。当たっているでしょ？
Yeah, so now let's go and make divination for every person who is standing here.
今日にして生命の危機あり。きっとジンに関係があるんでしょうね。
Yeah, apparently all of them like have different things. So Himeka have to keep her eyes on and not to relax. Sunday is like cool because where apparently some type of his wish has fulfilled. But yeah, he wanted to know whether Planarcadia is like the paradise as it is described. But again, it's harder to explain it in English because Planarcadia has nothing like word paradise in itself. But in Japanese, it directly has word paradise in itself. So that's why, if we're looking from the Japanese side, make more sense that Planarcadia is paradise. I don't know, maybe Planarcadia has been referenced as paradise in English translation, not sure, but yeah, and then you have to keep up, or not just to keep up, but just to be okay, cause Blade may do something and he's worried about that.
小狐、災い転じて福となし、吉運絶えることなし、ということなしね。
So apparently everything is fine. Going to do this fugue.
君の運勢は見えないみたい。
Oh, and she cannot see the divination, that thing for the Trailblazer. Ooh.
ということは、君が不言の言っていた開拓者ね。
And she, ooh.
獣頭将軍、ご光明は金がね。私は請求列車のナビゲーター、姫子よ。ご用ならまず私が伺うわ。
Like it makes sense that she cannot look for the fate of Trailblazer because like Trailblazer is not a real human. Like makes sense?
あら、これは失礼。名数の見えない人と出会うと、3割の興奮、3割の混乱、3割の好奇心、それからほんの1割の恐れを抱いてしまうものなのよ。牧者にとっては職業病みたいなものね。
Just about divination, which I don't think is very important, at least for now.
見えない。それはどういう？
私の漢字財願は、その人の運勢を吉凶札としてその人の額の上に見ることができる。お近づきの印に占いを一つと思ったのだけど、驚くべきことに、そちらの開拓者には何の運勢も見えないのよ。君の前には無限の選択肢があり、どんな未来も選べるということ？この世界にそんなにも自由な人間が本当に存在するかしら。
And she's like, you have a lot of possibilities and a lot of futures and you can basically choose whatever you want. Are there any human like you existing in the universe? And like, yeah, I definitely have a lot of different options to choose. Like, I've met Terminus. Yeah, we know who Terminus is. If we don't know, this is Aeon of Fatality. And the last option is because, like, the Stellaron lives inside of me. I'm sure that we would get some kind of a similar result, but the Terminus one is, I think, going to be more interesting because, well, Trailblazer, except for the Stellaron Hunters and as of 3.8, Dahlia, well, at least from who we know, haven't met Terminus. So I think this one is going to be more interesting.
テルミヌスをその目で見たというの？けど、そうだとしても、君の人生そのものが終焉に傾いたとは限らないみたいね。
So yeah, and apparently, even though we have met Terminus and seen Terminus, well, we kind of like we've seen one of his entities, which was a black cat. And she is like, oh, does it mean that it doesn't mean that your like path is going to the fatality.
将軍の見立てではその意味するところは何だろうか。
ひょうひょうとしてその身を戦局に置けばそれだけで変数足り得る存在。良くも悪くもね。
So yeah, it's neither good nor bad that basically Trailblazer has a lot of different options and endless possibilities in terms of their future and what they can do.
さっきも言ったことだけど、この場にいる6人というのは六甲と合致している。もしも彼女が今日なら、 粧は寒。天険しくして登りがたく、地険しくして生きがたし、すなわち今日なり。もし彼女が基地なら、化粧は尊冠。大河を渡るに利あり、すなわち基地なり。
How should I understand this? You're referencing now, I think this is Dao. Again, we are just going to read, yeah, basically what was written in the English translation. As I said before, the Veil of Woe of us six align with the 6 lines of divination. If Trailblazer represents woe when the hexagram fails to water, where dangers lurk above and below, spelling doom. There wasn't any characters related to the water. What are you talking about? If she brings well, then the hexagram shifts between wind and water, representing a great opportunity to strike. Yeah. Yeah.
つまり、この二層楽園で起こる事件の吉凶は、彼女の選択にかかっていると。
Oh, this is interesting. So basically the results of Phantasm games are going to be based on what Trailblazer is going to choose. Like, I don't want to take all of that responsibility. And what should I do? I don't want to take all of that responsibility.
それほど大げさに受け止めなくていいのよ。確かに君は常人よりもはるかに大きな選択の権利を持っているかもしれない。それでも君もまた名数のただ中にその身を置いているという点では同じなの。真摯な選択をしなさい。それが私からの忠告よ。
Okay, so we just have to be careful when we are going to choose.
話を戻しまし
What
ょ
are we going to choose? I'm not sure yet.
う。わざわざ占いをするためにここまで足を運んだわけじゃないのでしょ。
この場のみんなに会いに来たのは、先ほどの私の身勝手な振る舞いについて列車のナビゲーターさんに一言お詫びしたかったから。そしてその上で人手を借りたいという相談のためよ。
Oh, she wants to use someone. That's why she wanted to meet with the Himeko.
姫子さん、私がなぜ仮面をかぶる羽目になったか、これでもうお分かりでは。
Oh. Sunday is using his telepathy and saying like to Himeko, so Himeko, you know, you never understand why. Basically, I started participating in games and like why mask was put on me.
十分すぎるほどにね。あんたの手を借りたいみたいだけど、先にあんた自身の意見を聞いておきたいわ。もし断りにくいなら私が。
Like,
お二人とも聞こえよがしの内緒話はやめて。
what?
そんな大声で話されてはこっちまで聞こえてしまうでしょ。
What? What the hell? Yaogang, why can you hear the telepathy that Sunday is using to communicate with Himeko? What is happening?
おや、聞こえてしまったのなら仕方ありませんね。正直に理由を話していただけますか。
私はね、変数を集めているの。そのためにこの後もいろいろと身勝手な振る舞いをしてみようかと思っていたところよ。驚くようなことではないと思うけど、低級の天将たちは知恵と勇気で戦い、熟練の腕で武器を鍛え、時に命を懸けて有名を鎮めてきた。その中で私は牧産を用いて名数に抗い、未来を築こうとしているだけ。ここへ来たのは反壊滅同盟について話し合うためよ。先制シティに向かい投票を済ませるのが本来の目的。
Planarcadia, but I was thinking that Blade and Danny, they like resolved their issues. That Blade is like fine with Danny now, or is it not?
あるいは違った解釈があるかもしれないけれど、今の時点で 得られる情報に限りがある以上は、ジンという極めて不安定な危険因子を最重要とするしかないの。
予言の解釈というのは、場合によっては真逆の結果をもたらすこともあると聞いたことがあるわ。もう少し状況が明らかになるまで、結論は急がない方がいいと思う。
ともかく、今回の旅では、ジン自らが鍛えた創造物を持ってきたの。もしもどうしようもないほど事態が悪化したとして、ほんの一時だけでも彼の正気を取り戻し、正気を作れるかもしれない。
Oh, very interesting. So, yeah, so they still think that Blade is going to do something. Very interesting. And apparently she brought something created by Blade, which can be used against Blade to like bring back his sanity in case that something is going to go very, very bad. Very interesting, very complicated.
どの創造物を持ってきたんだ？
ごめんなさい。また名数の移ろいがあったから、私はもう行かないと。
And of course, when they are asking like, "What did you bring?" she's like, "Oh, I have to go."
列車の方々にも安心してもらえるよう、私は天に誓おう。サンデーさんに対し、選手のために何の義務も課すことはない。むしろその逆よ。私は自然。
将軍、最後になんと？
可能な限りの支援を彼に提供したいか。彼女は消えてしまったが。
Yeah, like, so she just wants Sunday to help them. How Sunday is going to help them? What Sunday have to do? We don't know nothing yet, and she just vanished.
あら、今回は随分早く。コウコウ様は本当に慌ただしいですね。
前にも同じように消えたことがあるの？
Himeko is asking like, has she disappeared like that before? Himeko, I'm sure that she has.
ええ、私も司祭まで存じてはいませんが、コウコウ様にとってはよくあることなのです。いつお戻りになられるかもわかりませんが、彼女自身の意思というわけでもないようで、部作法は彼女に代わってお詫びします。
いいわ。少なくとも選手が何のためにここへ来たかは分かったのだし。
Yeah, Fugue is really, really polite. She's like, oh, I have to apologize for her vanishing like that. She's doing that all of the time, and so on and so forth. Fugue is really, really polite. Like, poor Fugue that she has to deal with all of this nonsense.
列車の仲間が2人閉じ込められているの。とにかく私と彼女はパブに向かって救出の手がかりを探さないと。
私でお手伝いできることがあれば、どうぞ遠慮なくお申し付けください。
美月とベルトさんに何かあったのか？なら俺も一緒に行こ
う。Danny, what do you mean has something happened with Welt and March? It was broadcasted to the whole Planarcadia. Like, what do you mean? Where have you been? Like, we know where have you been. Like, okay. Anyway.
あんたはサンデーと一緒に獣人将軍と協力しておいて。援軍が必要になるのは今じゃないわ。陣の剣も軽視はできない。獣人将軍が懸念していたことは決して杞憂で済まされることじゃなかったもの。これは私の個人的な願いだけど、幻月遊戯で故郷が滅ぶところなんて見たくないわ。将軍の言葉で言うなら、可能な限りの変数をどうかこの事態にもたらしてちょうだい。
Yeah, but even though Danny wanted to go with us, Himeko is just saying to Danny, so the Danny and Sunday have to concentrate more on helping Yang Wang. then going with Trailblazer and Himiko because, well, Trailblazer and Himiko can handle things by themselves. We can speak with guys before we will go to the pub. Oh, guys are just standing here. Okay, Danny.
姫子さんの気持ちもわかるからな。美月とベルトさんのことはお前たちに任せる。
So then about Blade.
ジンが現れたということは、つまり性格ハンターもこの世界で何かしらの行動を起こすつもりなんだろう。
Yeah, if Blade is here and Stellar Hunters are also here, are we going to see Kafka?
ここまでの状況から思うに、この二層楽園での旅は極めて重要なものになりそうだ。
Yeah, then any planet that we are going to is going to be very important for us.
俺は高校将軍たちと共に性格ハンターの企みを調べる。何があってもお前たちには危害が及ばないよう全力を尽くそう。
Okay, so Danny is going to help Yaguang in order to research and investigate what Stellar Hunters are doing. About Welt and March.
二人は学院に閉じ込められ、そこの生徒と教師にさせられたと。そして治安官たちもそのことに疑問を抱いていないというのか。
So, basically we are just explained very briefly to him what was happening, even though we haven't explained to him anything, he's just giving his feedback. That Welt and March are taken hostage in the Graphy Academy, and basically no one gives shit about what is happening there.
聞いた限りでは、二人に今すぐ命の危険があるというわけではなさそうだ。しかし火花が何を企んでいるか誰も知らないとなれば、長引くほど事態は面倒になりかねない。助け出すのが早いに越したことはないだろう。
Yeah, we will save them. Then don't worry.
幻月遊戯、奇妙な儀式だ。この世界の人々にとって、この優越は一体どのような意味を持つんだろうか。あは、なぜこんなゲームを。
Oh, very interesting. So, what does the elation means for the inhabitants of this world, and why AHA actually created such games? We don't know, but I think we will.
ああ。
Stay safe, Danny.
また進捗を聞かせてくれ。
Stay safe, Danny. Fugue.
恩人様、ピノコニー以来ですね。お久しぶりです。私はあれから恩人様のことを忘れた日はございませんでした。
Thank you, Fugue. Fugue, long time no see.
誇るほどのものではありませんが、高校様によると敵を討つ決意を抱く私は彼女の言うところの変数に当てはまるのだそうです。それで私を同行者に選んだのだと。おかげでこうしてまた恩人様とお会いすることが叶いました。
Fugue, you are being very polite. You are being very polite, and I think it looks like Fugue, you are Fugue. Just stop being so polite with us. It's fine. You don't have to say to us thank you every time you meet us. It's fine.
ピノコニーにいた頃からあと数日ばかりでも恩人様と共に過ごせたらどんなに良かったかと考えておりました。何しろ元老に奪われた縁がまだすべて回収できておりませんから。
So what type of person is Yao Wang?
どうでしょう。彼女自身の占いのように捉えどころのない謎めいたお方ですから。姿を見せない神明将軍を除けば帝宮の天将の中で最も謎多き人物と言えるかもしれません。
Okay, so apparently Yao Guang is one of the most mysterious generals of Lao Fu. And basically no one knows a lot about her. Is she nice to you? Is she like okay? She's not overworking you? Are you fine with you?
そうですね。今のところ命に関わるほどのことはお気になさらずに。あの方のおそばにつくようになって、私も冗談を口にする機会が増えました。
Fuki, you're so cute. Yeah, so yeah, everything is fine with you. Everything is fine. Okay. No risks to your life yet.
あの方は、その行動こそ予測しがたいものですが、常に一歩先んじて望みを叶えてくださるのです。それゆえに、彼女に使わされた者たちは、不満を抱えていようとも、真摯に役目を果たそうとする。思うに、あの方は牧者というより、優れた商人のようなものなのかもしれませんね。何しろ低級の天将たるお方ですから、凡庸でなど、あろうはずがありません。
Yeah. Okay, see you later.
どこかの酒場でお酒をたしなみながら世間話などいたしましょう。
Oh yeah, let's talk about different stuff. Real life stuff while drinking. Good. Like that.
もしも自分が姿を消したら約束の場所で待つようにと言われています。もう行かなくてはなりませんね。これで失礼します。
Bye, Fuke. Go find Yao Guang. Sandy.
優越の仮面は魂の形を映すものなのでしょうか。
So mask can reflect the shape of one's soul. D-san. So Trailblazer is calling him D. Very interesting. Can you please show me your mask?
もちろん。ピノコニーの装飾芸術において、カラスは人間の夢に隠された渇望やささやきを意味します。
Yeah, I haven't actually saw or paid a lot. I saw it, but I haven't paid a lot of attention. But his mask looks very similar to the Dream Master, to the Crow one. So it looks like Crow. Because at first I was thinking that it looks more like another bird, but yeah, very interesting. And apparently it took this shape because it represents people of Penacony or something like that.
ご心配なく。私はかつて神にならんとさえ試みた身です。今さら神に謁見する栄誉などに惑わされはしませんよ。
Don't get too carried away. And he's like, I'm fine. Don't worry.
この聖典に参加したのも、この楽園に対する理解を深めるため。ピノコニーの人々が決して調和セレモニーを見逃さないのと同じようなものです。
Oh, he's thinking that, well, we know that one of the reasons while basically Yao Gong made him to participate in games because Sunday was interested in basically the paradise which is happening in Planarcadia, and he's comparing it with the harmony ceremony which was happening in Pinaconi. Very interesting. And Sunday, does it mean that we are going to fight each other in the Phantasm games?
はて、幻月遊戯の聖越者たちは殺し合いをしなければならないわけではありませんよ。
No, stop. Supplicants don't need to kill each other.
むしろその逆。優越にとって笑い声とは互いの心に響き合うものであるべきではないでしょうか。
Like basically, like based on elation, we have to make laugh another person who are we fighting against. Something like that. I wonder what type of power these masks have.
かぶった瞬間に何か面白い声を聞いたような気がします。
Whoa! What
この仮
voice?
面は私に囁いています。神の前に自らの優越を披露し、全力を尽くした奇跡によって楽園の人々を喜ばせなさいと。
Oh, so the mask whispers to Sandy that, like, bring elation to the people from in this paradise using its power. Something like that. Now is the chance to do that. Oh, she's like making fun of Sandy. That Sandy is the one who is walking the path of elation.
悪くない冗談です。
Yes, this is a good joke.
次に高校将軍と会えたら、こたびの協力にあたっての計画を話し合わねばなりませんね。あなたの幸運を祈っていますよ。
Thank you, Sandy. I also hope that everything is going to be okay with you. And Sandy is also left. And everyone is left. And no one is here. Okay, Himeko, you're the only one who is left, so let's go to the
ス
pub.
ターピースカンパニー、仮面の愚者、泉州の将軍、性格ハンター、そして七死人。
So yeah, basically now Himeko is just speaking about every organization that we have seen in Planarcadia and basically everyone who is going to participate in the games. So it's like IPC, Masked Fools, Sian Joe, Stellar Hunters,
同盟のため、あるい
Nameless.
はアイオンの遊戯のため。目的が何であるにせよ、この世界の空にはすでに嵐が形を成しつつあるわ。けどいい知らせもあった。サンデーが幻月遊戯に参加したということは、火花との対決に向けて私たちの戦力が増えたということよ。
Yeah, but the one good thing which we have now is that considering that that Sandy's participated in Phantasm game as well, we had more allies to battle Sparxie.
パブで花火と合流しましょう。手始めに火花が幻月遊戯に参加した目的、それにグラフィエ学院で一体どんな火花大会を企んでいるのかを突き止めないと。
Yeah, Himeko, let's go to the pub.
子供の頃に聞いたことがある。パブの入り口は二層楽園のあらゆる扉の裏側にある。けれど招かれた者、あるいはそこに縁のある者でなければ決してそこへ踏み入ることはできないらしいわ。
Oh, so not every person can go to the tavern, basically. Only people who are destined to get there. So basically masked fools can get there, not other people, kind of like thing.
今回私たちには愚者の招待状がある。扉の鍵については名刺の裏にこう書かれているわね。酔いの喧騒を欲するならば探すことなかれ。愚者の謎かけだけが汝を鍵へと導かん。
So yeah, the business card which Sparkle gave to us with the address of pub also explains how to get there, but the information which is written there is very mysterious and not like this is a riddle basically. It's not explaining to us how to get there directly. But I think we will find out very very soon how to get
それ
there.
で愚者の謎かけに心当たりはある？
Do I know anything about Masked Fools and how to get there? And do I have any ideas? No, I don't. Oh, we have something. Why is this part not voiced over?
現月遊戯に参加する聖越者が上でも下でもいいけど空を見つめるときそこには同じ現月が映ってるってね。
Something related directly to the phantasm itself.
空や月はないんじゃないかしら。
Oh, so the same thing which reflects. So the thing which reflects is the water. And we have to fight for basically the reflection of the sky. So basically water. And we are near the river. Makes sense. So somewhere nearby?
あんたとパブの間には確かに縁があるみたいね。答えが分かったわ。鳩川よ。
So yeah, Hatogawa, which means, directly translated, it is Dove's River. But this is another translation that we have in English. So.
昔から鳩川にまつわる伝説は川の水よりも多いの。パブの扉の隠し場所でも不思議はないわ。
So yeah, there are a lot of different legends and rumors
かつてこの川の水で絵筆を洗ったそうなの。後世の絵師がそれを真似するうちに江川という別名がついたわ。
And like very interesting, you know, that Kimiko is saying there are more rumors and legends regarding the rivers and water in the river itself. And some people even call this river as like picture river, but it meaning that it was not a real river, but it was drawn by someone. Okay, let's see.
つい学生時代を思い出してしまうわね。
Oh, Himiko remembers her student life. Oh, Himiko student life. I want to hear it. Tell me.
そんなに面白い話じゃないわ。そうね。当時の鳩川区はお世辞にも治安がいいとは言えなくて、マフィアもうろついてるし、チンピラもよく見かけるような場所だった。彼らは大抵グラフィエ学院の生徒にちょっかい出すのが大好きなの。私は同級生よりも少し背が高くて格闘技を習ってたから後輩たちの敵討ちということで時々街中でチンピラと喧嘩してたわ。
Oh, Himeko was fighting different bullies directly in Dovbrook while she was a student because she was higher than a lot of her classmates and also in addition to that because she learned some martial arts. I didn't know that Himeko know martial arts.
鳩川に落っこちた人たちが水面に浮かんでてなんだかラーメンのスープに浮かぶもやしみたいに見えたのを昨日のことのように覚えてる。もちろんチンピラたちだけじゃなくて私が川に落ちることもあったわ。
Okay, so as far as I understand from what was talked here about, so when she was fighting all of those bullies, quite commonly she threw them in a river and they were just going with the flow. But apparently bullies were not the only one who was flowing in the river. Himeko was also a few times
あの時の私は
in there.
常に元気が有り余っててどこに行っても大騒ぎをしていたの。先生にはシンバルを持ったお猿みたいなんて言われたわ。
I really like that we are getting more, history about Himeka. Because considering that before Planarcadia we basically accept that she is the navigator of Astral Express and that she fixed Astral Express when it crashed in Planarcadia, which was at that time known as Benzai Tengoku. We didn't know anything about her, well, and also that she likes coffee. Yeah. So really interesting that we are getting more background on Himiko. We get some background on Danny, we get some background on Himiko. So we know Sunday's background. So I wonder who is going to be the next, like one of the major, I can say, characters on who we are going to concentrate. So we have Welt, which is a very possible option, but I don't know how we can do that, especially consider. But on the other hand, people who have played Honkai Impact 3rd, they know Welt's background and history and stuff like that. So I wonder who's going to be the next, let's say, main character for the whole story quest. It's going to be interesting.
もう15年も過ぎたのね。あっという間だった。あんなにおてんばだった私が請求列車のナビゲーターになるなんて想像もしてなかったもの。でも今は干渉に浸ってる場合じゃないわね。さあ、鳩川に着いたわ。パブの入り口はどこかしら。
So let's go and find entrance to the pub, which is apparently here. We are going to become Raccoon again.
パブは新ウィッシュマフィアの本部の近くね。川の向こう側に行ってみましょう。
Oh, interesting. Come on. Come on. Where am I? Ew, chest. Anyway, it was on our way. I could not have been able to go through that, so it's fine.
なあ、鳩川のジョーク知ってるか？
酔っ払いさん。
ある日、一人の囚人が牢屋から逃げた。そいつは必死に走んでやっと逃げ切るとこまで来たんだ。でも進む道は鳩川に塞がれちまった。
So he's now going now to tell us some joke regarding the Dovbrook.
後ろから追っ手が来たんで、そいつは鳩川にお祈りした。俺は欲で目が曇った汚れた罪人。清ららな水よ、俺を飲んじゃあらねらってな。すると鳩川が口を聞いた。水の中に光る台座がある。それを踏めば川を渡れると言ったんだと。囚人は泣いていった。光る台座なんてないやないか。あれは月が映っただけで触れば割れちまう。あんなの踏んでも水に落ちて溺れるだろう。鳩川は何例言ったろう思う
I don't understand the meaning of this joke. It makes no sense. So basically there was some guy who broke out of the prison and he was running and he get to the river and then he was saying to the river like pass me or like help me or like something like that, and the river said like you will find something inside of me and you will bring it, like blah blah blah. Yeah, nothing. I don't understand the meaning of that joke, if it even was a joke, but apparently this is a joke for this drunkard.
曇ってたら
月の影と光る台座の違いなんてわかるまいだ。
Yeah, when you're drunk, different things are funny to you, but when you are sober, nope. Yeah. So, like, what is this story? Like, what is this hint? And this was a bad joke. This was a bad joke. I like this because this was a bad joke.
一杯おごる必要なんてないない。みんな笑顔が一番だな。
今の話、何か別の意味がある気がするわ。この人がパブの愚者である可能性はないかしら。
Himeko, I think that he is somehow related to the pub. Yeah.
彼の言う割れる月を見つければパブへの道も見つかるかもしれないわね。
So we have to find.
触ると割れる。
We have to find apparently like broken moon in order to get to the pub.
聖越者が上でも下でもいいけど空を見つめるときそこには同じ幻月が映ってるって花火は言ったのよね。私たちはもう空を見上げているわけだから次はこの角度から見るとここに月が映ってるわ。でも水の中の月は確かにちょっと変ね。
Okay, so we get to the place where the moon is reflected in the water, but apparently that moon looks a little bit strange.
名刺にある通り愚者の謎がパブに入るための鍵だとしたらこの月はドアの鍵ってことかしら。ちょっとおかしな月にもう少し近づいてみましょう。
Okay, so we are getting closer to the river, to the strange moon, which makes sense. Yeah, the cute thingy. Why are you so cute?
愚者たちはこの月をしっかり守ってる。この月さえ壊せればパブに一歩近づけそう。
Okay, I see. So we have to get rid of all of those thingies in order to get to the entrance to the tavern.
後ろに何かあるわ。これは鍵？あと少しね。もう一回やってみましょう。鍵が水に溶け込んだ。
Oh, it was a key. I'm a little bit stupid.
パブよ。
Where? Oh. Pub is directly in the river. Yeah, I cannot go through. I have to open this chest. Useless. Who is singing in the background? Let's go again.
目の前の道をたどればパブに行けるみたいだね。
It takes so much time. Oh.
あんたはもう一人前の開拓者だったわね。
Wow! That was cool. Let's do it one more time, I really wonder. Yeah, nothing's happening. Okay. Yay, we're in a pub!
いらっしゃいませ。
ここがパブワールドエンドかしら？
Himeko, I think it is.
いや、それは違うね。ここが完全なるパブだと思ってるのなら大間違いさ。
Why? Why? What do you mean?
ここはあくまで一部。この世界とパブをつなげてる部分に過ぎない。それこそブドウの果実のように。
Oh, so this is only some part of the pub, this is not the whole
申し訳ないけ
thing.
ど、ここはどう見てもごく普通のパブにしか見えないわ。
二層楽園だって楽園じゃないだろ。でも誰も文句なんか言わないし、普通に生活してる。それと同じさ。
So Himeko's like, well, it looks like just a pub. And that guy is answering that, well, you know, Planarcadia is also not a paradise. Again, we have a reference here for the paradise, but in English translation, this meaning is lost. In Japanese, it makes sense because paradise, it is part of the Japanese type of Planarcadia. Yeah, Nisourakuan. This is the name of this is how Planarcadia calls in Japanese. I was previously thinking that it is Achatopia, but no, Achatopia is just one additional name for the Planarcadia. So basically, Planarcadia has three names. It is Benzai Tengoku, Planarcadia, and Achatopia, which all means the same thing, which I don't understand why we need three different names for the same planet, but okay. And again, so in Japanese it makes sense, like Nisou Rakuen. Rakuen means paradise, so Nisou Rakuen makes sense because paradise is part of the name, so that's why even though like Planarcadia is called paradise, it's not really a paradise, but I think in English this translation is lost and it just means something completely different.
名実ともにってのをお探しなら請求列車に乗ってみたらいいんじゃないか。あれは宇宙動力学の特徴なんて見当たらない正真正銘の列車だからな。あ、いや待った、あんたらは請求列車のナビゲーターと乗客のアライグマだよな。ニュースで見た。
Yes, we are from the Astral Express. Hi, hello, nice to meet you.
こりゃあいい。おいみんな、ビッグネームだ。とんでもねえジョークのご来店だ。冗談だろ。
本当に列車の人？
コスプレとかじゃないよな。
列車の人もパブに来るんだ。
ユーモアセンスはあるのかな。ないない。
いや、あるでしょ。
Oh, so they don't even believe that we are from the Astral Express and we're thinking like this is just a joke. You are a joke, we are not a joke.
はいはい、サインください。
足の裏にサインして。一生笑わないから。サイン、サイン、サイン、サイン。
I don't even know if we should be like offended by all of this or not, because they're like, oh, give us a sign. Because like we are now in the territory of people who are making fool of everything, who are making fun of everything. So like, and looking at how Stella is currently looking, she's like, "Boko boko ni shite yaru, sayarame." But yeah.
みんな好奇心ダダ漏れだからちょっとしまって。この二人は花火のお客さんなんだから、おてんばちゃんもやんちゃくんもいい子にしててね。
あれ、花火じゃん。俺らあんたについてのあのジョーク聞いてるぞ。仮面の愚者から仮面を取れば残るのはただの愚か者。
Ah, really nice. Kind of a joke. Like, if you take the mask from the masked fool, he's just going to become a fool.
仮面の愚者から愚か者を取って空っぽの仮面だけ残る方がマシじゃない？
I'm just like, no, the better thing is that if you take the fool out of the masked fool, only mask will stay. This is more fun. What did you do?
2時間だけ黙ってもらうことにしたの。誰かがあいつを黄金の懺悔室に投げ込んで流さない限り、2時間後にはまた戻ってちょっかい出しに来るよ。
No, she just sent him to time out for 2 hours. Like, well, okay, we are going.
これでやっと邪魔されずにお客さんをおもてなしできるね。さあ、2人ともあっちであの偽物のことを話そう。
By the way, while we were standing here, I saw Ashvale there. Like, I wonder if he should be standing here or if this is just some part of the event, because we had... I think that the 4.0 event was happening here, so maybe he's just left here to stand here forever or what. Let me just talk with Ashwell, because I just want to check whether he is important here or not, or whether this is just part of the quest.
男は疲れ切った眼差しで目の前の若者を見つめ軽く会釈をした。若者は好奇心に満ちた目で男を観察している。目の前のその男は人の言葉を話す猿を連れていた。
So narrator is just narrating the current situation. Ah, this is funny. So again, as we have seen that monkey in Planarcadia, in Penaconic, so like, Stella is thinking this is a monkey from the Penaconic, and Ashwell is there. What the hell?
どこかで見た猿に似た生き物と私を間違えたようですね。
ごめん、見間違いだった。
Sorry, I thought of you as someone else. I still don't understand why Ashwell has a different name in Japanese. Like, commonly, not just different, it is totally different, it's also written in Japanese characters. Like, typically, they name the characters who have different names, it's like they would be still, like, written in the same way, but, like, the name can be different from the English one. But Ashwell, like, it's totally different, like, it has nothing related to Japanese or Chinese. So like, why is his name is not Ashvale? Because I was thinking that he's going to Ashvale. Anyway, yeah, let's go and speak with Sparxie.
君たちへのおもてなしとしてここでの一杯目は花火のおごりだよ。
何にする？
So what do we like to drink? We have few options here, but like I'm still not old enough to drink. You are still around. You are old enough to do anything you want. But anyway. Yeah, something strong. So in one thing we are saying like, oh, we are too young to drink. Then we are saying, oh, I want to drink something strong. Make no sense. Like, I want to speak on the clear head, so I don't need anything, and let's just go to the business. Let's just go to the business.
私たちはお酒を飲みに来たわけじゃないわ。1分1秒を争う状況なの。火花に関して何か分かったかしら？
そんなにムスッとしないでよ。樽のお酒までまずくなっちゃう。君たちが到着するまで働き者の花火ちゃんはずーっと情報を集めてたよ。1分も油売ったりしてないんだから。
So Sparkle was gathering a lot of information while we were trying to get to the pub.
火花は確かに花火になりすましてここに来てた。それでジョバンニちゃんに電話したんだけど、ああ、君たちは覚えてないかもね。ジョバンニちゃんっていうのは最近くじ引きで保管エリアを管理してる不運なやつだよ。その彼によると、花火は1週間前にここに来て何かを持ち出したんだって。
So apparently Sparxie was here 1 week ago and she brings something in here.
その中にミームウイルスも1本入ってたらしいの。
And there was something called meme virus.
ミームウイルス。道理で彼女はグラフィエ学院をコントロールできて、かつ美月ちゃんとベルトの認知を歪めて、自分が学校の生徒と先生だと思い込ませることができたわけだわ。
So yeah, apparently using that meme virus, she made Welt and March to think that they're teacher and student in the academy. Like, is she planning to make everyone monkeys? Is she going to make fool of everyone? Or is she going to take the work basically from Genshikishi? Memo keepers? Maybe? Not sure. First one is fine because it makes no sense.
そんなとこじゃない？火花大会ってのもミームウイルスを拡散させるためのカモフラージュなんだと思うよ。
Oh, so Sparkle thinks that Sparxicon is basically a camouflage for spreading the meme virus.
もう少し情報が欲しいわね。拡散させようとしているミームウイルスのタイプと発作の症状もそうだし、彼女の計画と行動をもっと知らないと対策の立てようがないわ。
それは花火も思った。だから友達を何人か訪ねて偽物が出没した場所を聞いてきてるよ。詳しい情報を知りたいなら自分で調べる必要があるけど。
And yeah, in order for us, which makes sense what Himeka said, because again, she's a navigator, but she's not just a simple navigator, she's thinking, way ahead. And in order to us to prepare some plan, we need to understand what that virus is doing, how it's spreading, what are the influence, what is basically going to be happening there and stuff like that. And Sparky is like, go and check for yourself.
道案内をお願いできるかしら？
じゃあ花火についてきて。
And we are now following. Okay, we have to go from this door. Open door.
すべての絶望を捨てよ。この先に進みたければ、このドアを喜ばせよ。
Oh, we have to somehow make this door happy.
一応聞くけど、君はアッハ本人じゃないよね。
No, I am a hub.
いや違うね。確かに君は気が利きそうだけど違う。
know you're different, but something is similar.
もし君が本当にアッハなら、手を一振りするだけで僕の憂鬱を消し飛ばせるはず。でも君にはできないだろ。
ここは優越のパブでしょ。あんたたちは笑いの神様本人を歓迎してないのかしら。
まあそんなところ。ほらあれ、愚者たちが立てた看板。アッハと弔い霊人は立ち入り禁止。立ち入り禁止なんだ。
Oh, so Aha is not welcomed here, and everyone who is related to Aha is also not welcome here.
おかしな話に聞こえるかもしれないけど、本当だよ。666回もアッハを招待したけど返事がなかったから、若い愚者たちは多数決で笑いの神様を優越の運命から除名したの。
So Aha was invited to come here 666 times, but they didn't get any response from here, so in the result, fools just decided to remove themselves from elation.
ちょっとわかる気がするわ。
Very interesting.
生徒が投票で教室から先生を追い出すみたいな。その場の勢いだけで。
Or remove Aha from the elation. Something very interesting.
はい、ドアちゃん。花火たちの中にアッハも弔い霊人もいないことを保証するよ。
あ、花火だ。本当に花火だよね。花火になりすました誰かじゃないよね。まあ、見分けつかないしどうでもいいけど。
If you don't know the difference, that what is the reason why you're asking whether it is real sparkle or not?
ほら、そこの灰色ヘッド。ここを通りたいなら通行料としてジョークを言うんだ。僕はこの憂鬱を追い払えるジョークをずっと待ち続けてる。
Why is everyone so like head on and like interested in that Trailblazer has a gray hair? Everyone is calling them gray or gray head or something like that. So yeah, now we have to tell joke to this door in order for this door to open. Like this is going to the nonsense territory. Why are we even speaking with the door?
さあ、僕を喜ばせろ。
Joke.
それで
Yes, it's
もう言ったよ。ジョークって。
かわいそうに。憂鬱でいるより下手なジョークを言う方がはるかにかわいそうだ。
Okay, so joke, just telling joke was not the thing that this door would like. Let's do other thing. Like, hey, you stupid door, open up.
何？
わからなかった？ドアとドア砲をかけたんだよ。はあ、アキビリ、私はジョークの説明をしないといけないほど落ちぶれたんだね。
Oh! Trailblazer is referencing to Akiville. Nice. Yeah, but this joke is also not a good one. Or is it? Yeah, so apparently we would have now.
壊れたものを叩いて直すだけ。
We are going to do the simplest things that we can do. Why did you spend all of that time trying to tell him a joke if we could just punch it a few times and we would be able to go through?
まさか僕をパブに連れ込めるなんて、さすが名探偵の助手というだけあるな。
まだユーモアセンスのあった頃に、とある愚者に招待状をもらったのです。例ならその愚者に。
Oh, so Ashwell should have been standing there. Okay, okay.
ところで、 本気で性格ハンターの依頼を遂行するおつもりですか？あの人から受け取るお金は真っ黒に汚れていると思いますが。
The narrator got the invitation from one of the forces. That's how Ashvale and narrator were able to get into the pub.
だったらなんだ？こっちは非常にお金に困ってるんだ。綺麗な信用ポイントかどうかなんて気にしない。0か1かの問題さ。
Ashwell doesn't care whose job he's going to take, who is going to hire him. The only thing that matters to him is basically money.
いいでしょう。邪推に確認の連絡を取りましたが、仮面を騙し取った3人のうち1人はニュースで見たと言っていました。彼の説明に沿って容疑者の似顔絵を描きましたが、おそらく請求列車の七死人の炭鉱ではないかと。
邪推か。また借りを作ってしまった。返しきれるだろうか。今言った炭鉱って先週人の名前だよな。どこかで聞いたことある気がするが。
Oh, Ashwell, where could you have heard about that?
あの3人のどれかが炭鉱なんだな。灰色頭か赤髪か、それともあのいつでもなんかやらかしそうな黒髪のお嬢ちゃんか。
Oh, Ashwell, why are you thinking that one of those three, basically Trailblazer, Himeko, or Sparkle, are Danny?
答えは少し待ってくれるか？当ててみるから。
What do you mean you're going to guess? No one of them is Danny.
先週の言葉なら少しは知ってる。炭の意味は赤だ。つまり炭鉱はあの赤髪のお姉さん。違うかい？
Huh. So, based on his deduction, in the name of Danny, the first thing Tan, yeah? Dan, basically, means red, which means that Himeko is Danny.
相変わらず涙が出そうな推理ですね。いいでしょう。では正解の発表です。あの中に炭鉱はいません。普段からニュースを見ていませんね。
Yeah, monkey. Yeah, narrator. Monkey narrator. Narrator monkey. I agree with you. His deduction is very, very not deduction. Like, what do you mean? No, Dan is not there. So yeah, Ashwell, I don't know what you have been thinking about and what is your deduction. I'm currently thinking, are you a real detective? What is happening? Like, that deduction was really strange.
ニュースも新聞もネットも嘘ばっかりだ。何を見るんだ？
Oh, and he's not even watching news, reading newspapers, checking information in the internet. So like, man, how can you be detective without all of that information?
本題に戻りましょうか。
Anyway.
未だに炭鉱の姿も痕跡さえも見つかりません。まるで誰かに消されてしまったかのように。そこで私は別の手段、列車の他のメンバーに目をつけることにしました。彼女たちをたどれば仮面の手がかりが見つかるかもしれません。
So for some reason, there is no information on this track of Danny. That's why Menki decided just to follow the Trailblazer and Himeko in order to maybe get to the Danny.
やるじゃないか。
Interesting.
おや？パブの奥に移動するみたいだ。さあ、行こうか。
He's going to follow us.
もっと早くアシゲちゃんをパブに通すべきだったんじゃない？それじゃあ進もう。
この樽の中は本当にジョークで醸造されてるの？
その通り、よく知ってるね。
What do you mean all of this?
噂を小耳に挟んだだけよ。
All of this is basically jokes. What do you mean? All of these barrels contain jokes. This makes no sense. What's happening here?
ここはじゃじゃーん、極楽の星が輝く場所へようこそ。ここはパブの中心部で二層楽園の快楽のダンスホール。仮面の愚者の中でも品に欠けてる人はここに通うことが愉快さを保つ秘訣だと思ってる。
So this is the center of the pub, which is a dance hall. At least how it's called in Japanese.
もし人生が残酷だと思うなら、不公平を嘆くんじゃなくて踊っちゃえ。自分の中にある悲しみもシェイクして薄めちゃおうって場所なの。
I'm sorry, this is not pub, this is a nightclub. What is it?
巨大なミラーボールがあるでしょ。あれのこと。ここにとってあれは空に浮かぶ幻月みたいに大事なものなんだよ。機会があれば君を中に連れて行っていいもの見せてあげるね。そういえば2ヶ月前にね、何百杯も飲んだどこぞのおバカさんが突然超覇王駒であれを撃ち落とそうなんてとんでもないこと言い出したの。だからみんなで極楽の星の周りに鋼の枠を取り付けて絵の世界に密封したんだ。
So 2 months ago, some stupid drunkard decided that they want to drop this disco ball basically, and that's why everyone decided that they need to make this metal box thing in order to protect this disco ball from falling. Something like that. I don't understand how it's important to us. At least for now.
まあ仮面の愚者だもん。お酒のグラスに唐辛子水を混ぜたり、トイレに爆竹を投げ入れたり、いろいろやってるからね。その程度気にしないよ。大変な仕事だよ、バーテンダーって。だから進んで責任を取ろうとするやつなんていないの。ブランチが消えちゃってからは愚者たちはくじ引きで一人ずつ臨時バーテンダーをやってるんだ。
あんたの言うそのバカがまさか火花じゃないでしょうね。
違うよ。もしそうなら花火は犯人だと思われてとっくにミラーボールに縛り付けられてたと思う。話を戻して次は黄金の懺悔室に行くよ。証人の話によれば火花はそこに行ったことがあるみたい。
黄金の懺悔室、それはどんな場所なの？
悩み事をみんな忘れさせる場所かな。まあ百聞は一見にしかずって言うし、自分で確かめてみたら。はい行くよ。
So I don't understand why we actually even come here, what Sparxie was trying to tell us. All of that information made any sense for us, at least for now. So again, as Hoyo likes, we are just making the story quest even longer in order to be longer. So all of that discussion about this mirror ball and everything was just mirror ball. They called it mirror ball in Japanese, disco ball. It was just like, well, let's just discuss it. And now we are going to the next room, when apparently
道の開け方を教えてあげるね。
oh,
楽譜通りに演奏すれば勝手に開くよ。
oh, okay. Ping, ping.
この枠開くんだね。
What is happening? Why do we have to do all of that?
へえ、ここのウイって光に合わせて色が変わるんだ。
Too much.
これがパブの日常だよ。すごいでしょ。
Okay, let's continue with all this. Wow.
たくさん並んでるのは流し台？懺悔室に行くんじゃないの？目撃者によると 花火は1週間前にパブに来て爆弾の1滴目を何杯か飲んだ後、ここに来てる。
So apparently 1 week ago when Sparxie came to the tavern or pub, still going to call it pub, Hanabi was here. Hanabi, Sparxie.
飲みすぎた愚者たちが駆け込む場所。ここで花火たちは余分なものを捨てて身軽になって次の瞬間へ行くの。
And she dropped something here. But isn't this just a toilet? Is that a golden toilet? Well, it doesn't smell here, so...
散歩はどうやら無冠の王になったようです。
散歩散歩散歩。
いましたね、友よ。あなたたちがパブにやってくると花火さんから聞きましてね。僕は喜びに満ち溢れています。
散歩散歩。Hi, hello. We haven't seen you for so long.
悲しみもほんの少し混じっていますが、一番の親友をパブに誘って一杯やろうというアイデアがあったのに、花火さんに先を越されてしまいました。こんなに悲しいことはありません。お久しぶりです。元気にしていましたか？
お久しぶり散歩。
そして姫子さんもお久しぶりです。
散歩、have you actually met Himeko?
ええ、お久しぶり。今日はどんな用事で来たのかしら？
Himeko is very funny. Like, what are you doing here? No, Himeko, like it would make more sense if he is going to ask you, what are you doing here?
用事と言いますか。ただ昔作った借りを返しに来ただけですよ。目の前にいるこちらの愚者のお嬢さんから助けを求めるメッセージが届きましてね。誰かが彼女になりすましてこのパブで悪さをしているそうじゃありませんか。
So apparently, Sampo is here to help Sparkle.
これはビッグニュースです。これまで多くの人になりすましてきた花火さんがまさか同じ手口にしてやられるなんて思ってもみませんでした。
うるさいよ、散歩ちゃん。君をここに呼んだのは借りを返してもらうためで、ゴシップをばらまかせるためじゃないからね。
Shut up, 散歩ちゃん。
僕が仮面をなくした時は慈悲深い花火様のおかげで窮地を逃れたわけです。花火様のご要望なら何なりと。
Oh, so when Sampo lost his mask, Sparkle helped him to get it back.
それじゃあ早速始めよっか。
始めるって何を？
So we are going to start something.
それはもちろん人々が悩みを切り捨てる玉座の中から火花が残した悩みを探すんですよ。
What do you mean we have to go into the toilet to find what Sparxie left there? If that was a fart noise in the background?
ここのトイレ掃除をしろということ？
No, Himeko, don't worry. I don't think that we are going to clean this toilet.
冗談ではありませんよ。
This is a very bad joke. What do you mean this is not a joke?
まあまあお二人とも落ち着いて、まずはこの散歩に仮面の愚者が心の健康を保つ秘訣について説明させてください。爆弾の一滴目などの悩み解消ドリンクを飲んだ後は体内の有害物質、例えば苦しみとか悩みとかですね、そういったものが一気に吐き出されるようになります。愚者たちはそのおかげでのほほんと心理的負担を感じることなくいろんないたずらができるというわけです。
Very interesting. So apparently there is a drink which fools are drinking, after which they are throwing up the things that they're worrying about. What is happening?
つまりこの地下には愚者たちの奥室が溜まっているから、その中から火花の悩みを見つけ出し、行動を起こす前の考えを探ろうということね。
運が良ければ倒す秘訣とかも掘り起こせるかもしれないよ。あれ、どうしたの？顔色が悪いよ。
So we are going to go to the toilet.
その方法に異論はないわ。でもそれは素手でやるのかしら。だとしたらちょっと。
Himiko's like, well, if there is no other way, but do we have to do it with our bare hands?
ご安心ください。この散歩は常に全てへの備えをしています。その美しい手を汚すことは決してありません。
Oh, Sampo, you're so nice.
感情ドリル。
Also, we are now going to use some drill to drill the toilet.
あ、失礼。こっちでした。
Oh, sorry, this one.
ダウジング棒って聞いたことありませんか？地下水なんかを探すやつ。詳しい原理の説明は省きましょうか。僕はこのドリルの振動により生まれる周波数を花火さんの性格と同調させました。似たような感情の奥室は噴水のようにバーッと湧き出てきますよ。先にお伝えしておきますが、使うときはくれぐれも気をつけてくださいね。火花がここに来たのはもう1週間も前ですから、釣られて別の変なものが出てこないとも限りません。
So, that drill which Senpu just showed us, it is in some way set to the Sparxie's wave? I don't know. So when we are going to try and drill the toilet, as far as I understand now what we are going to do, it would just bring out the thing that Sparxie basically left here. But if it was 1 week ago, there is a very big possibility that something strange may come out, so we have to keep our guard on.
僕が答えるなら答えはただ一つです。運に任せましょう。
There are a lot of toilets. Which one are we going to drill? Well, we have
してる暇ないよ。
to base it on our luck. What the
にビビッときちゃった。みんなの一番になりたがるあの偽物が悩みを捨てるなら、絶対に一番高いあの黄金の玉座を選ぶはず。試してみよう。
お姉さん、掘る場所は自分で選んで始めていいですからね。
サンポちゃん、これ本当に役に立つの？
もちろんです。僕を信用できませんか？
So now we have to go and basically, to check all of the toilets. At first, let's check ones which are not required, which are optionals, and after that we will go and check the ones which are basically which we need to try and to dig inside, because according to the Sparkle, this is the one which Sparxie used.
おや、これは火花の悩みではないようですね。
Yeah, this is not something that Sparxie has left here. This is a human.
こっそり潜り込めたと思ったのに。バレたら華々しく散ろうって決めてたのに。ここは一体どうなってるの？仮面の愚者はもうここまで落ちぶれたの？
And again, as I was saying, that people are just basically throwing up their things that they're worrying about and which they're thinking about and which are basically anxiety and stuff. Yeah, different people are throwing it up in here, and we just managed to get one of the peoples who are not Hanabi Or not Sparxie.
私は弔い霊人よ。見ればわかるでしょ。
I don't know who you are.
見てわからない？今すっごく悲しいのに。私には悲しき使命があるの。パブが弔い霊人を出禁にした後、私は必死にここへ潜り込んで、運命は常に悲しみに満ちているという真理をパブにいる人たちに教えようとしてきた。大失敗に決まってるでしょ。潜入の邪魔になるものは全部打ち砕いた。なのに潜入したら私自身が打ち砕かれたのよ。
Oh my god, what is happening here?
昨日私はカウンター席でみんなに正体を明かして悲壮な物語を語ったわ。最も残酷な刑罰と追放も甘んじて受け入れる覚悟を決めて。
This is 100% not anything useful that we need.
なのにあいつらは、あの愚者たちは生やすように口笛を吹いて何杯も飲み物をおごってくれた。挙句の果てに私を抱きしめるやつまでいたのよ。私を前代未聞の最高な仮面の愚者だと言って、こんなのあまりにも屈辱的よ。
Yeah. This was a waste of time. Let's use this one. It's still going to be the same thing, but anyway, maybe something nice or interesting is going to be happening here. But in that toilet, nothing interesting was happening in that toilet. But yeah, in itself, the concept of you are throwing up all of your worries and stuff, I think if such thing actually existed, it would be really, really good. Specifically in modern world, because we have a lot of anxieties, we have a lot of stuff that we are worrying about, and if there would be a possibility to throw all of that up and to be, I don't know, more happy, it would be nice. But yeah, the concept is in itself. Really nice.
気をつけてくださいよお姉さん。こんな化け物を下水道にぶち込んだのは一体どこの愚者でしょうね。
Oh, battle, nice. At least some difference.
にも程があります。パブの下水道はゴミ箱じゃありませんよ。
And Sampo is saying someone threw away this monster here, and like toilets are not for garbage to be thrown in them. I am sorry, what the toilet is for?
幸があらんことを承服。
Okay, fine.
方眼にはまだ無限の可能性が映っている。
Okay, so yeah, let's go to the golden toilet. Yeah, the one thing which I also wondered for a long time, with our height currently we cannot use it, so how can we get there?
おっと僕としたことが言い忘れました。あの端っこのパイプを通れば上がれますよ。
Oh, so now we are going to go and get ladder to get there. Oh no, this is how to get to the toilet to become Tanuki.
Nani kore? Rubber cup?
Oh. Okay, nice. Wow! I understand everything, but like, come on. Is this a karaoke on the toilet? VIP room. Okay. Okay, so here we are on the toilet. And yeah, we decided to put the drill directly in the toilet. Those farting sounds in the background. Considering that we are now in the toilet, this is something.
ほら言った通りでしょ。あの偽物の悩みが出てきたよ。
We ruled out Sparxie's anxieties and stuff.
あれびっくりしちゃった。火花いつもネットでみんなとやり取りをしてきたけど、下水道のネットワークを通るなんて生まれて初めて。それにファンに会えちゃうなんて奇跡だね。
悪いけど花火たちは君のアンチだよ。正直に言ってミームウイルスを盗んで何に使うつもり？火花大会って言ってみんなを君の言いなりになるバカにするのかな？それともぴょんぴょん飛び跳ねるだけの猿にでもするの？
So yeah, we're basically trying to get the information what Sparxie is planning to do with the virus.
大好きなみんなのことを火花が傷つけるわけないでしょ。
あんたは学校の生徒と教師を閉じ込めて操り人形にしてこき使っていたのよ。それも自分が幻月遊戯に参加するために。まさかこれも全て彼らが大好きだからやったなんて言うつもりかしら？
当たり前だよ。火花は生まれた日からずっと創造者が望んだことをしてきたの。ファン一人一人の質問に耳を傾けてみんなの苦しみとか悩みを理解しようとしてきた。みんなは自分の平凡さに劣等感を覚えてたり、好きな人に無視されて涙を流したりするの。そして誰かに認めてほしいって、頭一つ抜けたいって頑張ってきたんだよ。
Very interesting that this Sparxie is actually really calm.
火花はみんなの願いを全部受け止めて答えていくの。今回の幻月遊戯で火花は優越の主の儀式を借りてみんなの願いを叶えてあげるんだ。
So she wants to fulfill everyone's wish, which is with meme virus.
違うよ。みんなに選択肢を与えるの。火花になる選択肢をね。
She's going to provide everyone options to become Sparxie? What's happening?
潜在意識の中で火花になりたいって願ってるんだもん。この素敵な仮面をかぶってネット上でたくさんの人に注目されてちやほやされたいんだよ。
So for some reason she thinks that everyone wants to become Sparxie. That's why she is planning to provide everyone options to become Sparxie.
君たちもこういう言葉を聞いたことない？誰もが15分間なら有名人になれる。いずれそんな時代が来るだろう。
Oh, so everyone will have 15 minutes of fame. So she's referencing that thing in order for everyone to become Sparxie?
今がその 火花大会で観客全員が火花になれるの。
So yeah, everyone who is going to participate in SparxieCon will get an option or possibility to become Sparxie.
ミームウイルスで全ての人を自分に変える。本気ですか？つまり謎に包まれていたあなたの目的は火花大会という言葉通りこの地を火花で満たすことだったと。実に花火さんらしいアイデアです。
Sampo, stop encouraging her.
さすがは花火の偽物ってとこだね。確かに狂ってる。
Yes, she's crazy. Yes, she lost her mind.
と感心している場合じゃありませんよ。僕ももうすぐあなたの姿になると思うとちっとも笑えません。
Like, this is not a real elation. Or, well, actually, this is looks like actually elation. This is not elation at all. What's happening?
優越を定義できる人なんているのかな。笑いの神様？愚者？カンパニー？それとも楽園のネット上で楽しさを求めるすべての火花たちとか？
Like, is there actually anyone who can define what elation is? Is it company? Is it AHA itself? Is it like fools? Or is it Sparxies who are going to do basically the internet broadcasting and stuff?
現実遊戯の主役は君や火花みたいな僭越者って思われがち。でもみんなの考えとは真逆で本当の主役は火花たちを見ている観客たちなんだよ。
Also, like, the real spectators are the real, like, participants of fantasy games. This is basically what is Sparxie thinking.
スターピースネットワークは同じ銀河の他の世界をみんなに見せちゃったんだ。視野が広がると要求がどんどん厳しくなって見聞きしたものに斬新さが足りない、面白さが足りない、刺激が足りないって思うようになっちゃうの。そしてだんだん他人から自分への評価もそうなってるんじゃないかってみんな怯え始める。
So everyone is worrying because basically IPC is here, and because of the IPC, basically the life in Planarcadia become not so elation-like as it was before, and everyone is basically worrying about everything, kind of like a thing.
そうなった世界は軌道から外れた列車みたいに刺激と狂気へと向かって突き進んでいくの。ねえ、請求列車の七死人、火花の言うことは正しいと思う？
So do we think whatever you are saying, all of this nonsense that you are saying, is it correct? Like, and like she's thinking that world is like a derailed train. Is it correct or not? I don't think that this is a correct thing. It's like, are you really just Sparxie's anxieties? And like, how do you know about something like this, considering that you are your anxiety or worries or stuff like that?
さあ、火花は彼女の一部。スクリーンと火花の観客がありさえすれば火花の目と耳はどこまででも届くの。
What do you mean you're not? What? Wait. So does it mean that Sparxie has just basically heard everything that we have been discussing here? So she knows that we know?
君と旧型がどこまでやれるか見ものだね。君たちがもがけばもがくほど火花大会でみんなに請求列車のメンバーが脱線する名シーンを流すときもっともっと盛り上がるよ。君たちの健闘を楽しみにしてるよ、七し人たち。
皆さん気をつけて。相手は本気を出すつもりですよ。
Oh, we are entering into some kind of battle. What type of battle is it going to be?
数日前にあるファンに出会ったの。ネットのブラックジョークを火花に見せたかったんだって。それは誰かが半分室レイヤーに殺される動画。彼はそれを見て大笑いしてた。一緒に来るブラックジョーク味わおうよ。
幸があらんことを承服。
ちょっと花火さん、汚れ仕事とは聞いていましたが、ボディーガードも兼ねるなんて聞いてませんよ。精神的損害の分は後できっちり請求しますからね。
Sampo, I think it's fine. Stop. You should not have been a bodyguard, but well, the situation happens and you have been one, so...
もう少しでみんなが花火になっちゃう時くらいお金の話は置いといてよ。
二層楽園の優越がまさかこんな風になっていたなんてね。私がまだここで暮らしてた頃のネットはただ情報を共有するためだけのものだった。ライブ配信とかV ライバーといったような娯楽に至っては聞いたことすらなかったわ。
Well, Himeka, you know, 15 years ago when you have been living here, the technology haven't been, you know, kind of developed as much as it is now, so that's why there hasn't been any streamers, VTubers and stuff like that. This can be a reason, don't you think?
今回戻ってきたらまるで知らない場所みたいでなんだか変な気分よ。
Himeko, it makes sense. You haven't been here for 15 years. It makes sense that everything has changed. But like Trailblazer still thinks that this is not elation.
これは優越の仮面をかぶったただの狂気だよ。火花はきっと私たちが計画を知ったところで止められないって思ってる。でもこのまま負けるのは嫌。
Yeah.
もう
I don't think that Trailblazer everything is going to be fine. Don't worry.
偽物の姿になるのは嫌だしね。あんま変わんないけど。
Also don't want to become Sparxie, but like there is no difference. No, there are.
愚者がパブにミームウイルスなんて危険物を保管してたということは何か安全対策もあるってことよね。
それは花火たち愚者を買いかぶりすぎ。ここはパブだよ。いい子ちゃんが集まる宇宙ステーションヘルタじゃないんだからね。
So it's like, is there anything, any precautions that you have in order to prevent things happening like that? And Sparks is like, oh well, this is not, you know, this is a pub. This is not, you know, like space station, Herta space station where good kids are gathering. This is like a totally different place.
でもつてがないこともないよ。運が良ければミームウイルスの駆除マスターを捕まえられるかも。
皆さんが手がかりを見つけて戦う意志もバッチリのようですから、僕はこの辺でおいとまします。
Sampo, don't go! Why are you not going to come with us? Sampo, come with us!
請求列車ならいつだって危機を乗り越える方法を見つけられるでしょう。主役が登場したのに脇役の僕が貴重な尺を取るわけにはいきませんから。
Well, yeah, on the other hand, Astral Express is always finding a way to handle things, and you just don't want to be a supporting character. I get it.
もし本当に困った時はまた呼んでもらえればいいことです。その時は割引しますからご安心を。
As always. As always.
それでは皆さん、またどこかでお会いしましょう。
Yeah, I think that we will see you Sampo again here. You just didn't appear here all of a sudden.
既得上等に寄ってみよう。
既得上等？それってどんな場所なの？
病院かな？
Oh, So we are now going to go to the hospital. So we still have a few things to do in this chapter. Yeah, but I think that we can actually stop here for now. I think it's going to be a good spot to stop for now, near the golden toilet. Yeah, why not? Thank you everyone for being here, for watching. If you are still here, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!